Well, hi there. Welcome to GameSpot once again. I'm Kevin Van Ord, and I'm seated with the wonderful Tom McShay.
Hello, Kevin.
And
hello, world, internet world.
We're here to celebrate. What are we celebrating, Tom?
It's the
Tell them.
31st anniversary of Wolfenstein, but more importantly, it's the 25th anniversary of Wolfenstein 3D.
The 20th anniversary. So I want to clarify, it's 20th anniversary.
That's the 25th. Okay,
20th anniversary
Wolfenstein
of
3D,
Wolfenstein 3D.
The first 3D game ever, the predecessor to Avatar, and all the 3D stuff that we have
Okay,
today.
not the first 3D game ever,
Very
but
important. James Cameron's Wolfenstein 3D. But we're going to start things off with the beginning. The very beginning, 1981 classic.
why did I invite you to this again? I
Castle
can
Wolfenstein.
never remember why Tom comes to these.
I know a lot about Nazi and Nazi history.
That you do. So here's the gist. It's Video Game History Month, and we're closing it out with our month-long of marathons. We have played. What have we played?
Street Fighter.
Street Fighter.
Fallout.
Metal Gear.
Last week was Zelda.
And we're closing out with Wolfenstein.
Yeah.
Again, it's actually this month was the 20th anniversary of Wolfenstein 3D. Groundbreaking, considered the granddaddy of modern first-person shooters.
Oh, yeah.
But you know what? We decided that we're not starting there. We're
Too
starting
easy.
at the beginning, and we are going to play the original, what some would call the best. Nobody in their right mind, but what some would call the best.
Silas S. Warner would probably call it the best Wolfenstein game.
Probably. But we're going to play the original Wolfenstein game, which is Castle Wolfenstein. So let's take a look. Here's what we've got. We've got, this is, by the way, the Commodore 64 version of the game. This is not
It was
the
originally
the Apple II.
Apple II, which was 1981, so this is...
Right, so this is a little bit later. And this game actually had a sequel that we're not going to be playing, which is Beyond Castle Wolfenstein. Not considered the best in the franchise. Let me put my headphones on. Now I'm gonna warn you, Tom. I'm gonna warn you, dear viewers. This game is fascinating, but it didn't necessarily age all that well.
It aged.
But it's interesting to see kind of the... Well, you'll just see. All right, well, let's start this. So the first thing, of course, is choose...
We want joystick controls.
Yeah, hopefully this is going to work right. I'm going to be honest to all of our viewers. We are emulating this. I do have a beautiful Commodore 64 at home. But we are emulating.
You can hear the footsteps.
On my PC. You can.
And it sounds like the Telltale Heart.
And this game was great at the time because it had digitized voicing.
It was great because of that.
It was great for many reasons.
It was great for. I mean, this is. It's rudimentary, but this is a stealth action game.
This is a stealth action game. This is before
it's actually in depth.
Metal Gear. I mean, this is before Metal Gear. So here's the first thing. So to open up boxes, so it takes a little bit of time.
You can see the happy guy at the top of the screen. He's a Nazi.
How did you know that?
He's got a swastika, like, it's just tattooed. Is it a brand? I can't tell if it's a brand or
It's branded right on his chest.
Yeah.
I love that I picked up some sauerkraut. It tastes awful. And I should have started anew because we could have seen the opening text crawl.
All CG.
Yeah. So
in the boxes, there's things like food, there's vodka, sauerkraut, other things you'd expect to find in a German castle.
Right.
I guess, but they don't do anything.
It doesn't mean anything.
Like
I ate the sauerkraut and
yeah.
it just like, hey, that tastes awful. Now I could speed things along. You can shoot boxes, and much of the time, like if I shoot the crate, then I can open it faster.
Ammo is so scarce that you'd be a crazy man. And this is a stealth game, so sounds. That's your enemy sound. So you don't want to alert the Nazi who's doing Nazi things at the top of the screen with your gun.
I think you're applying a little too much sophistication to this.
No, this is true. I read the entire Wikipedia entry yesterday. The entire thing. I'm an expert. You can ask me anything. Ask me the developer, for instance.
Okay, now it's going to take me another 20 seconds to eat the bratwurst. But you know what? At this stage, I want to make sure. I mean, I'll have enough ammo because I'll loot.
It tastes good.
It's better than the sauerkraut, at least.
You should have gotten them in reverse order and then mixed them.
But I want to show you something. This is what happens when this is the game's punishment for you running into a wall or an object. So, yeah, that's a thing that's supposed to happen. I want to clarify.
So one of the comments we just got is, I don't see any video. I don't know if that's a widespread problem or not, but some guy with a TMNT avatar has that.
Okay, now he's...
What do you do? You just killed a Nazi.
I did kill the Nazi.
That was actually a pretty tense shootout there. And then you loot their corpse.
I do. I got bullets and keys.
This is back before grammar existed, so you have 1 bullets.
It's back when things were programmed in BASIC time.
Was this really basic?
Oh, I ran into the wall.
Ow, you get punished for, it's a very weird punishment system.
Oh,
so
I did it
you
again.
basically, I mean, I don't want to call you murdered that Nazi.
I did murder the Nazi.
You didn't have to kill him. You could have just gone to the next room.
That's true. I didn't have to, but I wanted to get the stuff on him. He might have also had, the Nazis might have like a uniform that helps me go around, and I've been in here before, as you can see. The first time I was in here, I did not.
This game has a save state.
Oh, this is where I started. This is where I started.
Okay.
So yeah, it will, if you die, I mean, it's based on trial and error. All right, so if you die, you can just go back where you left off. But ultimately, there are times where there is sort of a cheap death thing that goes on, where you can walk into an area and basically there's no way you could have seen it coming, and you will just simply walk in and immediately die.
Huh.
So there is...
It's an early...
Like that.
It's an early stealth game.
Yes, it's an early stealth game.
Before they ironed out the kinks. But I mean, on a conceptual level, like you have limited bullets, you have the stealth mechanics, you can wear suits to be disguised. Like there's actually some in-depth stuff going on, considering that it was 1981 when this came out.
Right.
So
here's the opening crawl, by the way.
Oh,
once I go back in, because then when I go back in though, it's going to save the state. Everything is going to be exactly where it was left. So I'm going to try, like, if I get frustrated, I can just reset the map, and it will just restart with a different map.
Okay.
But we'll give it a try. But there are times where I just if that happens, I'm like, but because you rank up as you play,
so
and you can just retain your rank when you restart if you want.
Does it surprise you at all? This game, like based on this, and you know what the first 2 games are because you played the first 2 games. Are you surprised at the direction the franchise went? Because it almost, to me, seems like this is the precursor to Metal Gear, as opposed to the precursor of every first-person shooter that's ever been made. Like it's kind of a strange shift in tone and the gameplay, isn't it?
Yeah, totally. Hang on, I'm gonna try to
reboot this.
Start a new game, but.
So, as people see on the screen, it's not a fascinating screen. I'm going to try to fill dead air here. It says you're ranked private. You level up your ranks through the game. And there's like 5 floors of the castle, and like as you get higher and higher, you like level up in rank. And I think it goes all the way to field commander, or something that doesn't sound too impressive, but is the highest rank you can get in the game in 81,
right.
Apparently. So, I mean, it's a relatively short game if you know what you're doing. But yeah, it gets you promoted. It gets you some stars on your jacket.
Yeah. So we'll try this again. I might have to go in the emulator and change the key binding because Control N wasn't working.
Oh. Okay.
So I might have to go in and change that. But if we do, we'll switch out because stuff. That makes for really terrible. Like, hey, let's look at Kevin's desktop while he fiddles around with the software.
Well, it's things happen. People understand. They have PCs. They're looking at this on their PCs. Fiddling has to happen sometimes.
And it's really weird how you can play with keyboard or you can play with joystick. And right now I'm playing with joystick. But even if you play with joystick, it's not full support. It's not like the Commodore 64 joystick was a marvel.
It had 1 button.
It had a button.
Maybe 2.
So I'm going to try to just...
Here we go. Just tap it in. There you go. There you go. Hide in the there. So... I mean, you can see this is what stealth games were with the pattern walking, and like the scary when you get caught stuff. It's pretty interesting. Oh no! See, now you alerted him, and Franz is coming to see what happened to.
Oh no! I shouldn't have gone into the thing.
So why did you? I mean, I just want to get into the mind of the player. Why did you murder him?
Because he might have stuff on him. He might be able to steal his uniform, or he might have tasty sauerkraut.
He might have sauerkraut on him.
Yeah. Now keep in mind, this is meant to be sort of played in a, a trial and error way.
Oh yeah. Well, it's stealth.
Yeah. So.
I'm curious. Like, so we got people commenting. I'm curious if anyone else has played this game, because I mean, I was alive when it came out, or almost alive. I guess I was born like 2 months later. I don't remember this game even existing until we started doing research for this marathon. Did anyone actually play this back in the day? Did you play this?
Yes.
So you played this?
I didn't personally play this back in the day, but I knew of its existence. But see, the thing is, on my Commodore 64, I was busy playing things like Omega Race, Paradroid.
Oh, Paradroid is
Justin Calvert's big.
It's his all-time favorite game.
Yeah, and it's up there for me as well.
Okay. So based on, you should probably.
Oh no!
See, last time you went into the door on the far right. I wonder if that's
What's
like
he doing?
You should get in that box and forget. Oh my lord! This is just murder.
I'm searching the body.
Oh god.
Bullets and keys. See, now aren't you happy that I killed the dude?
I mean, I don't know. I don't know if his Nazi wife back home is gonna be too happy about that.
His wife might not be Nazi. Is that a given? Like, come on, Tom. Oh man. I will say that the controls. Okay, I'm gonna shoot the box and see if that helps speed up.
It will take 112 seconds.
We'll wait it out.
People were more patient in '81.
That they were.
Now we have cell phones and Twitters. We're not as patient anymore.
I will say too that. Oh gosh, what was I going to say? I will say, and now I forgot completely what I was going to say because I was involved in watching the countdown.
It's like if Dick Clark was here, it would make everything complete.
Oh, I remember the explosive crates. That's a thing too. You could potentially blow yourself up if you shoot the wrong crate. So, it is a trap. But again, it's all about the trial and error.
You got a
the
cannonball?
game saves its state.
What do you do with a cannonball? And don't give me a stupid answer. Like, can you actually like throw it at someone?
No, it means you morph into a dude that jumps into a pool and everybody laughs at.
That's right. I thought you were gonna give me like an obvious. This is what you do with it answer. So.
I don't know.
Too heavy to lift. So you can't be BJ Blastowicz yet. Blazkowicz. What's his name?
Blazkowicz.
Because he can lift anything.
See, and you go into these rooms and you just never know what's... See, I'm kind of afraid. Like, cause you...
Of course you're afraid. There's a Nazi right there, and, you know, 163 seconds. Something that we got like a timed marathon here. People want to see stuff. Silas Marner should have known what he was doing.
He should have programmed his game specifically.
Say that was a book?
Yeah, you.
Silas Warner.
Yes.
That's the guy who made this game. So this wasn't even made by id. This is made by Muse.
No, this has at this point this has nothing to do with id. This is a Muse software game.
This is that band that people like.
Yeah, but ultimately I think that what happened is that the trademark lapsed and id was like, we're interested in continuing with this idea. And actually Wolfenstein 3D was intended to take the stealthiness.
Really?
Originally this was no. Originally the concept was different than what that game actually became. You know, ultimately like stealth in that first-person environment ended up being super complicated in terms of the way it controlled and so on and so forth, and then it just took a different direction. So I got bullets. Now see, this is where I'm gonna start to get.
One of our commenters says that sauerkraut is not bad, and he is correct. Whoa, he surrenders. I forgot to do that.
Yeah, and now I can search 5 bullets and a grenade.
That's not bad. Now what happens?
Oh, geez, I tried to get out of there, and my... Oops,
seriously?
My thumbstick wasn't working. I'm using an Xbox 360 controller, which is not the best controller for this particular...
That's a shame. I mean, I just kind of thought that once you surrender, but I mean, the Nazis, you can't trust them. That's one of the things that's the truth about them.
I tried to shoot him while his hands were up, but I don't think you can do that.
They would do that to you. Someone else asked, why does the chest take 2 minutes to open? I mean, conceivably, if it's locked or something, like, you gotta take some time to open it.
He's got invisible lockpicks.
Yeah.
You don't see it. There's no lockpicking mini-game. What do you think technology was? Good enough for lockpicking mini-games back in this day?
This is the same...
Come on, dude.
This is the same year that Donkey Kong came out.
That had lockpicking, right?
Yeah, so 4 years before, like, Super Mario Brothers. Like, this is really early in games. This is before E.T., isn't it? Or right around E.T.? I don't know. Must have been E.T. Yeah, because E.T. came out in '83. like the movie. So this is a really early game. You're not gonna get lockpicks. Okay, so what if you don't murder him and you just walk straight left?
Well, but see, I want to get to that crate, and he'll probably see me.
Oh my God, he doesn't like it. He said, "Ow."
But the digitized voices were something else back in the day. That is big.
Did you had? Someone's asking if this is Castle Wolfenstein. Yes, this is Castle Wolfenstein for people just tuning in.
Oh yeah, this is the original Castle Wolfenstein. Even though we're not celebrating, nothing's in there, really?
Nothing. With an exclamation point. They're like emphatic about it.
Should I go up?
I would go left.
You want to go left?
It's an Astra. It's the way to go. That's just how I always play games. I always go left when there's an option.
All right.
So is that a door that you need a key for?
No, I can shoot it.
No, like not that thing. That's the crate.
No, I know. But the door, you shoot it.
But you have a key, right? Because you got keys from that one dude that you murdered.
Right. So we'll see what happens. When I get up there, usually you have to shoot the doors.
Okay.
Schnapps. Man.
It's very typical.
I'll probably hiccup when it's done because that's typically the.
It also makes your aim worse. So it's very GTA 4.
Okay, see, you're assigning sophistication to this game that doesn't exist.
No, I totally read the Wikipedia. Why would they lie on Wikipedia? That thing is fact checked. What if you try to open it with a key? Oh God, that didn't work. Are you cowering?
There we go. Trying your keys.
They should totally work.
Still locked.
I disagree.
We'll try the keys again.
What do you? It's not gonna have a different effect. This seems like a real waste of bullets.
There we go. Oh, crap.
Someone is advising you to steal his uniform. You don't actually have a choice.
But I'm gonna try.
You just have to hope that you can take it from him.
See, look how amazing I am.
Okay,
Searching. Keys.
But the keys
but
are...
no uniform.
The keys are kind of worthless.
Do you want me to go down or up?
Up.
Okay. I wonder if this was as frustrating with the original
we played
controller
games back then. I played in television games. It's the worst controller imaginable, and I didn't complain back in the day. Here we go.
I'm out of bullets.
So now what happens? You got a grenade. Now you're searching the box, or are you searching him again? Oh, you searched him twice? Oh God. Oh God, what was that?
I know, I was out of bullets because I've wasted them all on the door. I tried grenading him and it wasn't,
okay.
Like it wasn't, I kept hitting the grenade key and nothing was happening, so.
Oh, okay. I would have liked to see
But again, the
grenade.
controls, what we think of as responsiveness now doesn't exist in this particular
No.
game. Sorry about the crawl. I don't know why it repeats the crawl each time, even when I'm going back. Okay,
Oh,
so here
we're
we
at
go.
the beginning of the game.
Yeah.
This is the first room. That's a Nazi.
Oops.
Oh, don't walk into that wall. That's the word. That's BJ's weakness, is walking to walls. He's not actually BJ in this though, is he?
No, I don't think that you're named at this stage. I probably should have just used keyboard.
Yeah, the keyboard.
Because this is driving me crazy.
You're explaining like there's 8 directional
It's
buttons.
all the directions, and you have to stop manually, and it's a little cumbersome if you're not used to that. Like you can use your aiming all happens like in 8 different directions with your right hand, and your movement is 8 different directions with your left hand.
Yeah.
So but that's how we played games on PC back then. Oh,
Oh
shit.
no, there's a Nazi. Look at you run away.
No.
Oh no. Here we go. Oh, he didn't. What is he doing? He should have known better than that.
Man, after all that, my nemesis. He is my nemesis.
Okay, this is gonna be pretty tense. I don't think it's gonna. Oh, he's gonna do it. There he goes. One shot kills. Look at you.
One bullets and keys. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna open that. I didn't try to open that chest before, did I? Was that the chest with nothing in it? No, that was the other room.
Someone else is pointing out that back in the day it was okay to show swastikas in games.
Yeah, that became a whole controversy with Wolfenstein 3D. We'll get more into that, I guess, when we move to Wolfenstein 3D.
Yeah.
But it is interesting to talk about kind of the swastika controversy.
But unless I'm mistaken, like if for games that are ported to Germany, like you can't have any kind of
yeah, the imagery is
imagery at all.
Yeah, it's simply not. It simply wasn't allowed, and even then, when there was a Nintendo version, an NES version.
Yeah. Well, Nintendo's always had a heavy hand with
of this,
censorship.
and things had to be changed, and
yes.
so yeah, there were, or I should say, Wolfenstein 3D. So I mean, remember too, there was a level of like interconnected swastikas from above. Like if you were to look at the level editor from above, there was actually a level with interconnected swastikas. All this stuff had to be changed. They had to change the. I mean, you know the Wolfenstein logo, right? The one that looks like it's kind of a combination of the Quake 3 logo, the W for and kind of the eagle, which was a particular Nazi imagery, but that stuff was sort of combined into the Wolfenstein logo, and that's the logo that was used in the replacement enemies in the German version of Wolfenstein 3D. So.
Huh.
Too heavy to lift.
Man, I want to know what the deal with that cannonball is.
Move. Thank you. Sorry. This game is not responsive. Although it's kind of fun. Like, you press the tilde key to fire, so I'm kind of doing this weird combination, like these weird gyrations with my hands as I play.
You do love the tilde key. It's one of your weird things you love. What are you doing? You're murdering another dude?
Come back.
Ah, this is...
Did you see what I did there? How awesome I am? I don't ever want to hear again people complain that we don't know how to play games. Check me out. I am a Commodore 64 fanatic.
You're very good at murdering Nazis. This is... Yeah.
I dare Chris Waters, when he comes in to play Wolfenstein 3D, to have this kind of prowess.
He's been practicing... He's pretty good.
230 seconds. Should I shoot it and see what happens?
I don't know. This sounds like a bad idea.
See? I need those bullets too.
Okay, there you go.
Ah, listen to me. So I guess we'll go to the left here now.
Yes. You've done that before.
There was also the upper over on the other end.
Well, there's an up and down, and you got to go down this time. Down.
Yeah.
Someone is pointing out that Nazis are the ultimate villain because there's just like no sympathy for them, and you can kill them without having the remorse you would of other villains.
I will say that there's a lot of tension sometimes when you go into a room like this, and I still haven't found a uniform, because you can use that to sneak past some of the regular enemies, but like officers won't be so. Come on, come on.
Oh, this guy doesn't know what he's got coming. He's got a bullet coming. Wow. You're scary efficient with that firearm. So I have to admit, like, the more I'm seeing this game, it's better.
It grows on you.
It's a pretty cool game, actually.
Yeah, it's a pretty cool game. Because you don't just run around shooting at stuff. This wasn't, you had shooting games back then, but you didn't have anything like this. And this really is sort of the, I mean, we give Wolfenstein 3D a lot of credit for what it did to first-person shooters, but this was uniforms. Check me out. I am now uniformed up.
Are
sort
you?
of. Yeah. Did you see my color changed a little bit?
I didn't notice the color change. I mean, I'm not saying you're wrong. I just didn't notice it.
I think it existed. It could have been my brain. This is back in the day when your brain had to fill in a lot of blanks.
Yeah, someone is pointing out how the footsteps create like a pretty creepy. It is like a really nice like ambience. It's tense.
Yeah, I mean, and think of the way it's using time. You know, you actually take. I mean, it's not complete real seconds here.
No.
But you're actually taking time to eat bratwurst.
Yeah.
And it tasted good.
Of course it did. Bratwursts are delicious.
It is kind of true. See, I always get my gun in position.
Oh, jeez. Ugh. So it seems like if you catch them unaware, it's one-hit kills, and if they know you're coming, then it's like...
It can be a little tougher, especially because they can get you pretty efficiently, too. Especially when we saw that earlier, the kind of that insta-fail situation. Let's hope that it was a good use of... Yeah. Hopefully there's something in it, otherwise I wasted that bullet.
You do have 14 bullets still, I think, so that's not bad.
Yeah.
We're actually, we're sadly coming to a close.
Is it almost time already?
It is almost time to switch over. It's funny, like usually with these marathons, we end with like a boss fight or some kind of moment. There isn't really that in this game. So we're kind of.
I was hoping to at least like kind of get to a spot where I was in a Nazi uniform and you could see how cool like that change looks.
Oh, that is I mean, this is the kind of game where you can map out and know where to go each time. If people are, this is a pretty intimidating map.
Hello.
Chris Waters is setting up now and is laughing at this.
Nothing has happened.
No, I'm pretty sure this.
Hello.
I think we're gonna end with the most whimper
This really is wrong. Nothing's happening. Where'd you go? I walked off the screen and I think I broke the game.
I know. So I guess we'll switch to the boring camera of us while we switch to Wolfenstein 3D behind the scenes.
We will. Are you gonna stay where you are and have fun with Chris while I just sit over there and snicker?
Do you want to?
Yeah, that sounds good.
I could stick around.
That sounds good. Let's. Let me switch out of this. Hopefully, it's showing us. And
it's us. So,
yay.
So that was. I mean, it's so weird that to see that game just because we don't really think about that game when we think about Wolfenstein anymore. We think of supernatural stuff and we think of Nazis, and that's a way different, but it's pretty cool. Just another tidbit. The sequel is all about like breaking into Hitler's bunker. And then you're supposed to leave a bomb outside of his meeting room and kill all the generals who are meeting inside, which is based on the real-life July 20th plot in which German resistance people who were like, you know, these Nazis are giving Germans a bad name, tried to kill Hitler. And it wasn't a success. Spoiler, it was not a success. But it's the same basic game as what you saw. It's just like the original graphically and gameplay-wise, but there's like a cool backstory element of trying to kill Hitler with a bomb in his meeting room. So that's pretty great.
And did you know that Chris Waters is the most impatient person in the office? He's like, get out of the damn chair.
He was...
It's my turn. It's my turn.
You've been sitting there for minutes, doing nothing.
Take it. I'm going to go sit over there and heckle.
I'd just like you all to know that Kevin literally sat in the chair for another 2 minutes in order to make that joke at my expense.
Yeah. The best jokes are at your expense.
All right, let me get mic'd up here. Then I'm gonna, oh wow, mouse and joystick, no thank you.
Nah, that's too much.
I guess, does the 360 controller light up his joystick? When I was playing this game on my computer,
I don't know, you might want to unplug it.
It was not the case.
I just used...
Should be fine.
I just used the mouse and keyboard.
And so shall I. One moment.
And how fun is it, by the way, the use of the mouse back in the day where pushing forward on the mouse, like it didn't have mouse look as we know it. It had side-to-side mouse look, but it didn't have the way we think of shooters now, where you strafe and so on. So
I think
you could
Doom
strafe, but
Doom
you
was
had
the first game with mouse look. I think that we looked into this.
I mean, you can still use the mouse. You know, you still have semi-mouse look here.
Yeah, but it's not.
But
it's not real mouse look.
It's not the way we think of it now.
So you use the mouse when you play, Chris? Because I never used the mouse back in the day. I used like arrow keys and then control,
and then
space
control
bar,
to
alt.
shoot. Yeah, I have been playing with the mouse, although I'm gonna have to switch up my controls a little bit here and ask Dan to maybe turn down the headphone volume, because when you guys get excitable,
which is
it's loud. All right, there we go. Some familiar names in id Software.
It was all in the software. It was all in the family, too. Like, you see Adrian Carmack's name on there, as well as John Carmack.
But Silas Warner, nowhere to be found. So what happened to Silas in the intervening years?
That's actually a good question. If you're out there, Silas, if you can let us know.
Just gonna get my controls in order here. Keyboard. Run. Open space. Fire.
Pardon us as we
Forget that.
go through the menus and Chris makes sure he's set up properly.
That music is so good, though.
Well, don't praise the music too much. Because I don't know that we want to just go and praise the Nazi song, the theme. I mean, this isn't just a song for the game. This is the official Nazi propaganda
Is
anthem.
it really?
Yeah.
Can we go with episode 4, 3 or 4?
So if we start, this is the beginning. Escape from Wolfenstein. If we play episode 3, at the end we could possibly fight Robo Hitler.
Okay.
So maybe we should start there.
That sounds good.
All right. I'm gonna go with "Don't Hurt Me."
I usually go "Don't Hurt Me."
Oh, look at his puppy dog eyes. Oh,
at least it doesn't have a pacifier.
Give us I am Death Incarnate. Give us a little.
What do you think? Okay, yep.
All the way down.
That's a little tougher.
Little.
Oh yeah. I wish I was a bad enough dude to play on Death Incarnate, but in the interest of getting you guys to be able to see later levels of this, we're gonna go with "Don't Hurt Me" too much. So here we are. In the belly of the beast. Dun, 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 dun. So yeah, this is me moving the mouse forward and backward.
Lordy.
It's odd. It takes some getting used to. Dun, 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 dun. Let's see if there's some Nazis we can shoot. Oh, there's one. He doesn't see me. Ready? I'm gonna go stab him. Hey, take this! I won't be stabbing a lot of Nazis, but, you know, a good stabbing every once in a while is pretty decent.
So one of the many awesome things this game did, your health bar at the bottom of the screen with your face showing how much damage you took.
Really cool. And if one of these guys gets off a shot in close range, you'll see it degrade very quickly. Because they're not pushovers, although I've been making pretty short work of them.
It's interesting too that this game is still kind of based in the arcade games that came before it, in the sense that you have to worry about score. You know, you're out there to get the highest. You know, to get a high score, you're not just worried about going through and shooting like in modern shooters. There was still the scoring mechanic. And
the score is based on your killing efficiency and your treasure finding ability.
Yeah, treasure finding ability.
Secrets.
Yeah,
finding secrets.
And one of my favorite stories actually about this game is how there was intended to be a contest. There was a secret area where you could find a poster that you could then call.
Like a
Activision,
phone number?
Right?
Or
was it Activision?
You take the picture.
Apogee?
Apogee. Yeah. Sorry about that. Yeah. All of these A publishers. But ultimately, they never ran the contest because, and part of the reason why is because intrepid players so easily found it that they would never have been able, because people tore apart the source code. They tore apart the levels, and so it became super easy with almost no work at all. And so we see Chris getting to the end. Every level ends the same basic way, which is you find an elevator and you take it to the next area.
And I did not find the secrets in that level, unfortunately. I did not click on enough paintings of portraits of Hitler or Nazi propaganda, so I'll try to do that a little more this time around. So here's a trick when you go into a new area, if you shoot your gun, you can hear the distant yells of Nazis if they're in the area that you are in. So this area seems to be Nazi-free. Let's see. Oh, hey. Not over here, though. Shoot him in his brain. The blood spatters out there. Did you see that warning at the beginning of the... Ooh, right in the back. At the beginning, it was like PC 13. Damn, that dude took 2 shots to the chest. Center mass. Oh, these squirrely officers, they move quickly, and there you see it. Took some hits, so I'm starting to feel a little worse for wear. Hopefully this officer's mess will have some turkey for me to eat.
So if you're just joining us, of course, you're watching GameSpot's Wolfenstein Mini Marathon today. This is Video Game History Month, and we're celebrating the Wolfenstein series because, of course, Wolfenstein 3D had a 20th anniversary this year, and even more specifically this month. And you might be watching us on GameSpot. You could be watching us on Twitch TV. But if you're watching on GameSpot, definitely follow us on Twitch TV at twitch.tv/GameSpot. And follow us on Twitter. It's pretty easy to find us on Twitter as @GameSpot.
Give me them turkeys.
One of our users is asking.
What is that? Chicken, mashed potatoes, and lettuce, you think?
Well, I think I say turkey.
Turkey leg?
Yeah.
Why do we even mention the lettuce? Lettuce is a pointless food.
But look, it's there. There's clearly something
It's just
green.
there to be a bed for better things.
Salad.
You think-
Salad is delicious.
I think Nazis were big on
Yeah,
garnish.
but you don't eat the salad for the lettuce.
I like
Do you?
lettuce.
It's just
I like lettuce.
a platform for better things.
I prefer spinach, but
I'm down with lettuce.
getting off topic.
Especially on a sandwich. Like, a sandwich isn't the same without lettuce.
Gives a texture. So one of our users is asking if we wrote down, drew out the maps on graph paper like he did.
Oh my God! Back in the day,
Oh, God, it's so fast.
this game, and I mean, but other games too, like the great RPGs of yore, like Ultima games and stuff like that. You spent all this time. Eye of the Beholder. There were games that you got out that graph paper. In fact, what was that recent dungeon crawler that just came out?
I'm talking
Legends
about
of Grimrock.
Legend of Grimrock came with actual printable graph paper that you could print, so that you had graph paper that you could use for your own devices if you wanted to be old school about it.
Did you draw out
Look at that accuracy.
the maps, Chris?
Heck no. I did not have this game in my household.
Oh.
There's blood and guns in it.
I totally had this game in my household. So I don't know. I mean, and now it's like if you look at the two of us, you're much more violent than I am.
It's true. I play these games a lot more frequently than you. Oh, gosh.
Oh, I didn't
Yeah.
see that guy. You got 100% health though right now, so you're doing pretty good.
Well,
there's
die!
that guy.
Die! I'm shooting you so many times in the gut! Okay, it's cool. You go down, and then I get my machine gun.
I will say
What model
that
machine gun is that, Tom McShay?
Automatic.
It's gonna be the German one. It's probably an MP40.
if this game is to be believed, the Nazis were terrible architects.
What?
These
They
walls
had
are load-bearing.
They had secret walls. They had plants. They had Hitler posters, portraits.
I love the Hitler. I love the Hitler posters. By the way, I just imagine that no matter your workplace, that there will be posters of your boss hanging everywhere.
And like that's built into the building code. Like every 16 inches there's a stud wall. Every 20 feet there's a poster of the Fuhrer.
Do you suppose that if you go to like whatever the state residence is in North Korea, do you suppose like there's just posters? Oh my God, good job, Chris.
Yes.
There's posters everywhere of Kim Jong Un.
Yes.
Because I could probably imagine that.
You could ask Drew Scanlon from Giant Bomb, who just went there.
One of our users is bringing up the Super Nintendo version of this.
Oh yeah, the cleaned up version.
The one big difference I remember is in this game, in the real version, there's German shepherds who attack you, and in the Super Nintendo one,
It's rats?
giant
Giant rats,
which
yeah.
are way scarier than anything.
So-
speaking of scary, how about the skeletons in the? That's pretty creepy.
How do you like this scene where they like put out food plates just so that these people could watch the food?
It is really creepy when you build a scenario around this.
Right?
Yeah,
Tells
totally.
a tale. And also this just like pile of viscera. Ugh.
I love the word
They
viscera.
just like pulverized that dude. Anyways, I now have a machine gun, so watch out.
I think it's really important again to notice that we are looking at history here. This isn't the first 3D movement game. You may not even say it's the first 3D shooter per se, but it's definitely the first game that put all these elements of other games together into this one package that spawned a genre.
So you remember when first-person shooters were always known as
Doom clones, yeah.
I was always annoyed at that because I'm a Wolfenstein kid, and I was like, they're Wolfenstein clones. And Doom
Yeah.
was a little more advanced because it had the different levels of where the enemies were, so you'd aim up and down automatically. But it was like this is the progenitor, and I just love this game.
I mean, nobody talks about like Duke Nukem 3D clones. Nobody ever used that phrase.
It
What
wasn't
about
as good.
Pathways into Darkness? Bungie's Wolfenstein-esque clone.
I don't know that one. I'm gonna say it's not as good.
Dude, it's so scary. You can't see anything in front of you.
I always
It's
have an
so
issue with
dark.
the use of word clone anyway.
Sure.
Because I mean, ultimately, like to me, for example, as an Unreal kid,
Is there a secret door back there?
I'm gonna go check.
Can you check?
Yes, I can.
Between the two plants?
You think
Like, but to
right
me,
around
like,
here?
Halo
okay,
was an
sorry.
Unreal clone.
No,
so
I'm happy to indulge your
Nobody's listening.
your sense.
Halo was an Unreal clone. Unreal Tournament?
Not Unreal Tournament. Like, did you ever play the original Unreal, which was creepy and awesome? You should play that. That's back in the days when shooters didn't just usher you down one single path.
Shooters for me used to be terrifying. I remember like the Ocean developed Jurassic Park, which had a first-person shooter mode in it, and it was terrifying because you don't have peripheral vision. You don't.
The dogs! The dogs!
Yeah, as someone who grew up with a German Shepherd, is the best pet ever. I didn't like shooting those dogs.
I can understand that.
I still don't like shooting German Shepherds, weirdly enough.
You know, some things stay with you.
Yep.
Well, there is that incredible irony about the NES version. Like, hey, it's okay to shoot people, but whatever you do, don't shoot dogs. We all know rats are expendable.
Rats are expendable. They carry the plague.
They're so nasty. So
All
many of
rats
them.
carry the plague.
Most of them do.
All of the plague.
Most of them do.
All right.
And Chris is actually, I mean, as somebody who has, of course, played this game before, he's remarkably efficient, more efficient than I am when I play.
I've been practicing, Kevin. I wanted to equip myself well.
If you're playing a game about killing Germans, like you have to be as efficient as a German.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what
you aspire to their sort of brutal, but they're not that efficient in this game unless they catch you off guard.
I love like the dude with the white
back.
suit is like a higher rank because he can walk diagonally.
He's the officer, and he's
the
got a little
officer.
more pep in his step.
I know.
That's how he got promoted.
It's hilarious.
That's how you move up within the ranks of the Nazi regime.
So another dude in the comments is talking about how he plays this on his iPhone. I don't know. Have either of you guys played this on a? Because it sounds terrible.
That sounds like
terrible.
pure torture to me. So I have.
What does that commenter say?
He hasn't made another comment. Maybe he will now that I brought it up. I remember when I played this back in the day, I would like go along the walls and look for secrets by hitting the button and strafe and have fun. And none of those things seem like they'd be possible on the iPhone. So I'm curious now.
Well, it's not as though, I mean, that's not the only way you can get a Wolfenstein fix, like on mobile platforms. Wolfenstein RPG has been largely acclaimed, but I've never actually played it, and I did intend on originally showing it on today's show, but the issue of broadcasting things from an iPad can be a little nightmarish for us, so we ultimately skipped over Wolfenstein RPG.
So someone is saying, you don't have to listen, but if you hit like plus or something, you get a full screen. I don't know if we care about that.
I'm seeing it full screen on my monitor, so that's probably just an issue.
It might just be a video quirk.
Yeah, part of this is just kind of an issue
but
with
like,
the...
I forgot about this. The screen shrinks when you get injured. Like, is it getting smaller, or am I like imagining that?
I don't know. Let's find some turkey and see if it gets bigger.
I thought it took the full screen before.
Where are you at?
I think you're imagining.
I think there's extra turkey.
Maybe I'm imagining that. I imagine things sometimes.
Let's see.
No, it's just
no discernible change.
Okay.
I think that's just the depth with which you identify with this character. Oh, where did you come from? I thought
So
I
it sounds like the iPhone has. It sounds like it has virtual controls. I'm not sure if I'm interpreting this right or not. That's still
like a fake.
I don't know.
Pad, fake keyboard.
I mean, I still think it's weird that Chris is using a mouse. Like, I'm so
to push myself through this environment.
Yeah,
it's very odd.
It's a good way to say it. You push yourself through. I mean, if there's a game that came out today, we'd be like, the bad. You have to use a friggin' mouse to walk.
Well, it's funny because when we move on to return to Castle Wolfenstein, one thing that we sort of take for granted now is looking down iron sights, right? That's a thing that we. Good job, Chris. That's a thing that we're used to now.
That one wasn't that hard.
Press the right mouse button and you aim down your iron sights. Do you know what pressing the right mouse button did at that day of shooters? You jumped, like with Quake 3 arena games, Quake 3 engine games. That was
continuing the iPhone thing. It's like the Call of Duty zombie games. I don't know what that is either.
What?
iPhone zombie game.
iPhone zombie game?
Yeah. So, I don't know. I mean, maybe people don't care about that. I find it fascinating just like how this is implemented on different systems and, the censorship, the changing of the controls. It's such an iconic game that it needs to be everywhere, but it's weird in other places.
Mm-hmm.
I remember when I saw... Oh, gosh.
Are you guys psyched?
I am psyched. What's happening, Chris?
Oh,
just get psyched. It tells you
still
to do that
have-
at the beginning of every level.
You still have 34 health.
Oh yeah, the health doesn't regenerate at the beginning of the next level.
That's pretty cool.
Forget that.
Yeah, it's I love your
I can't smash open this barrel.
your hate of regenerating health, Tom.
Oh.
Seriously, let's take this moment.
I've scouted
and let
this one
Tom
out, so
explain
it's
why-
stab fest.
Oh,
damn!
shit.
I got
So
cocky.
the problem with regenerating health is that
And now hold on, time out. Now I start back with a pistol. and
oh,
100
you
health.
lost your
I lost my machine
M40,
gun.
I think it was called.
MP40.
You
MP40.
regain your health, but you lose your fancy weapon.
So there's a tension and a permanence that you get from non-regenerating health that regenerating health kills. So there has to be more thoughtful level design and layout if you're gonna, so it's not impossible, or else you're gonna run into traps where you literally cannot pass it. So it just makes the game more rewarding and exciting for me. And I still like some games with generating health, like Halo does it well. But by and large, I just don't find it interesting. So this is an example of why I like regenerating health, or I don't like it, and why the old school way was better.
I think there are two. I mean, you always bring up Half-Life 2 because we always talk about Half-Life 2 as being like sort of the pinnacle of the genre for several of us in the office.
Yes.
Certainly myself included. And you always point out how is it a coincidence that of course Half-Life 2 doesn't have regenerating health, and yet we consider it, you know, to be the pinnacle of the genre. And I'd say you make a clever argument.
Yes. Well,
Also,
I mean, I just like you can die at any time. Like you have to take each battle as like a serious battle because you don't want to get like down to 30% health and continue with that.
right.
And that kind of like fear of death is not present when you just regenerate health by ducking behind a crate for 3 seconds. So I guess that's where the problem lies. Is it's like I don't know what the game is designed around if you're not fearing for your own life. So it can still be
Designed
fun.
around reckless murder.
Yeah, it still can be fun, but it's a completely different slant on it.
That's very true.
Yeah. So there you have it. I thought it was a great opportunity for you to share your ideas
I
on
know.
regenerating health. You know what other series that we generally like that doesn't have regenerating health? Resistance.
This is true. Resistance has weird regenerating
Resistance
health.
3.
Resistance 3.
Specifically, because Resistance Burning Skies and Resistance 2, I believe, also had regenerating
Right.
health.
Yeah, I was specifically thinking of Resistance 3. And that game, that campaign was tenser because of it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Because you had to
was
consider
really
where health
excellent.
drops were, and you had to manage your activities in ways that you don't have to in most shooters nowadays.
So people are making jokes about how like where's my kill streaks and stuff. One dude makes a joke about where's my achievements. This game is on XBLA though, isn't it? I think this is ported to the XBLA.
I mean, I'm playing on Steam right now, so
There are actually achievements.
should I have Steam?
Well, I know Duke 3D is on XBLA, right? But I don't remember if Wolfenstein is.
Where am I? What is this crazy brick
Oh,
labyrinth?
the modern generation and their achievements. Back in
Well,
my day,
it was jokes.
just I know, but back in my day, it was just the fun. We
I
played
know,
games
just
for
the
fun. I don't know
fun.
what's wrong with the rest of it.
what is this, gentlemen?
It's a well
What-
in the middle of the castle.
On the 5th floor of like 10 floors. I have a different hypothesis. So you see, this is a nice porcelain sink.
Oh,
This is the toilet.
It's
this is,
brimming.
this is what
that would be
toilets
the
look
poop,
like.
the
in
poop hole
Nazi
right
Germany.
there. Is what that is.
The poo cistern.
The cistern.
Or no, this is for number 2, the barrel.
And
this
then
is
you
for number
empty
1.
it.
Yeah,
In there onto the floor beneath.
there we go.
It's a good thing no poop landed on you
it's
when
good
you
to-
were below.
It's good to take a time out for scatological humor. Secrets? No secrets.
They were fantastic interior decorators. That's very zen-like. And see, he was enjoying like the rule of 3.
He was a paragon of symmetry there. And now, even in death, is, well, not quite perfectly between them.
Think again how amazing this technology was.
Explain.
You're moving through an environment in 3D, essentially in real time. And I'm trying to remember, I want to say that Carmack was sort of inspired by what they were doing with the Ultima series in the way you move through those environments, and he was convinced that he could create a better engine.
Well, he was a technological wizard.
He did.
Yeah, I mean, I was talking about Doom before. I mean, the thing that Doom added to the equation is like defense by movement, which is absent in modern shooters also, where you can see the bullets or fireballs or whatever they shoot at you and like move out of the way, which Wolfenstein did not have. So that was another really cool thing from like an early shooter.
Right.
Which doesn't sound cool when I explain it, but it was actually really cool.
Well, but nowadays we get so used to cover and hanging back and regenerating our health before moving forward that you take for granted this idea that you need to stay out of harm's way by staying on the move.
Yeah.
Of course, the downside for a lot of people is that they don't like the resulting bunny hopping that kind of was prevalent
in Doom,
shooters.
though.
Not in Doom, no.
Yeah, but it was
ultimately that's
to
sort of where that went.
The way that was similar to like Space Invaders, where you're just moving and shooting and moving and shooting. So it's like it's just a different feel and flow from what modern shooters do.
Right. But again, you see like the arcade roots. Even though this is in 3D, it still has those arcade roots.
Yeah. It's really interesting going back to this. I think this held up remarkably well. I don't know if this is aged today. Like it still looks like it's a lot of fun. Like I don't really think it's gotten worse.
I am enjoying myself.
Yeah.
I mean, it does take a little while to get used to I'm pushing myself around with the mouse and
well, that's a choice.
Holding the button to strafe. That is a choice.
I thought he was born that way.
Yeah, I think the other control method is like holding Alt and then using the directional keys to strafe, and then Control to shoot and spacebar's open door.
Ooh, look, they're spicing it up, guys. Urns. Unbreakable urns.
I think, and talking about how, sometimes things don't age, I was really surprised booting up Return to Castle Wolfenstein, which we will be getting to, of course. I was really surprised at how well that game has aged, not just because it's still super fun, but visually it has held up remarkably well.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, the Quake 3 engine it certainly was a standard setter. I mean, it was used for a reason, because it looked good, and it was, over time, tweaks and improvements were made to it that kept it looking and feeling fresh, much in the same way that, the Source engine has remained, so prevalent.
Yeah.
Speaking of looking fresh, have you guys checked out this steel-plated labyrinth that I'm in right now?
I love it. So I had a question, more of a moral question for Chris.
Yeah.
A moral question.
Do you feel guilty picking up all this Nazi gold?
No, not at all. I'm gonna donate it to charity. Once I get out of this joint.
And then years later, people will be like, "This charity was founded on Nazi gold."
Mm-hmm. It's the ultimate troll move. Oh man.
Well, Jeff Gerstmann, as he passed by me playing the original Wolfenstein just yesterday, was insisting that by emulating the game that I was stealing from a dead man, because he assumed Silas was dead.
According to one of our users, he died in 2004.
Oh, that's really sad.
I know.
But I said that actually it was particularly appropriate, because in the game I steal from dead men.
After you make them dead.
Well, yes, but I didn't kill Silas.
No, you didn't. You were totally lost.
No, I'm not. See?
Oh,
he's got a system.
The breadcrumbs of Nazi gold. And, come on, there's got to be something good at the end of this maze. You just know there is.
Even then, this particular aspect, the sort of saniness of it all, was criticized.
Well, this is, in terms of like an environment, this is good. It's a maze, and it's,
yeah. I don't know if this is a problem. I didn't complain about it back in the day. I don't know who complained about it.
I mean,
this isn't
the brick walls get tiresome. But
there we go. Finally, this isn't the same. I don't think this is the same place. Oh wait, what was that?
Yeah, Kevin. What was what? The hovering face of B.J. Blazkowicz?
Yes.
Free life, extra life.
Yay!
And you get 100% health.
See, from this angle, I'm looking at your monitor from the side. I honestly didn't know what I was looking at for a moment.
Look at his smile.
Gun.
Look at how happy he is.
I love it.
He is very happy.
That's the most powerful weapon in the game.
Look at him winking with one eye each in turn.
Oh yeah. No, he's just staying frosty, staying aware of his surroundings. All right, dead bodies are dead ends. That's the rule. Now I have to get out of this nightmare maze. Wish me luck. Oh, dead body, dead end.
Oh yeah, Extra Lives again betraying the arcade roots of Wolfenstein 3D.
So I was talking about Doom, going too much off topic, because I feel like I keep doing that. I was wondering, today they announced the BFG edition of Doom, with like every Doom packed in basically in one place.
Oh really?
And one of the things they've done is they've changed Doom 3 so you can use a flashlight and gun at the same time. And they've changed the checkpoints to be more forgiving. And I was wondering what you guys thought about changing something like that.
All in the name of playability, right? I mean, that's what we've got nowadays with lots of games.
Are you saying that sarcastically or genuinely?
No, I'm saying that from a developer standpoint, that's the goal, right? Is that you want as many people to enjoy your game as possible because you don't want people saying, well, this is stupid, this sucks, this isn't fun.
But I made it out! Oh god.
You made it out. So, for a counterpoint, people buying this game are Doom fans, and they want a Doom anthology with everything together. Wouldn't they want Doom 3 as it was intended, as they remember it? Versus...
Well, I mean, it depends on whether it was that later patched in. I didn't play, it was patched in, I never played Doom after that. I played Doom 3 upon release and was perfectly fine with the way flashlights worked because you had to manage.
It was a horror element.
Yes.
It was, yeah, you didn't get everything at once. Like I don't know if there's an option or not. They haven't said in the press release if there's an option to play the game real or not, but if they took out the real option, I find that very discouraging.
Can anybody in the comments confirm whether that was patched into Doom 3 or whether this is specific to this BFG version?
Well, I know it was modded in. I'm not sure if it's official patch. So yeah, we'll see what people think. And a lot of people in the comments
I honestly don't remember
who have commented agree about regenerating health.
It's a fallback.
I know Sean McInnes hates when I say this. I think it's lazy game design. Yeah. Most of the time. I think some developers have done it really well, but I think by and large it's lazy game design. So I like when we steer away from it.
Another great first-person adventure, BioShock, doesn't use
yeah, but
health.
But it's not a great example.
No, it's not a great example because it's still easy because of the Vita chambers. But it's still an example of a developer understanding what they wanted with their game and not simply falling back on what every other game did. And it is that kind of thing where you can appreciate. You know, most people just fall back on regenerating health. Hey, this is what we're doing, and whatever. But games that don't have to be designed around that, and that's what makes them feel different and special.
Someone says to hit the minus key to get rid of the green stuff. I don't know if that's true or not, but we're going to try it. No, that doesn't seem to be true.
So this is the Steam version of the game. I'm not sure, like when I was looking up cheats to possibly use, because, you know, it's not an id Software classic without cheats. There was a whole different, like the traditional way that you would do it does not work within Steam, so that might also apply to the tips you guys are giving.
That's true.
Yeah. I mean, in theory, you could remove this from Steam folder and then mod it in certain ways so it functions like.
I think there are ways to do it.
Executables, but we're just doing it the simplest way, which is to download it and play it.
Somebody mentioned in the comments you could turn off the Vita chambers in BioShock.
Oh, that's true.
That's a good way to implement like playability versus like changing your vision, because it's just an option. It was like in the PS3 version initially. It was just an option.
So if you had an option to attach the flashlight to your chest.
Because it's a completely different kind of game if you can see all the time. I like Doom 3. I thought that game was pretty terrifying.
But that doesn't mean that I don't think that the flashlights, having an always-on flashlight, has to mean that the game is less terrifying. I think of Stalker as a great example of a game that is perfectly terrifying, even though your flashlight never runs out of battery, and you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I mean, I think that you can still make your game friendly in ways that make sense without removing what makes it feel hardcore in other key ways. And Stalker is a great example of how you can have something that's refreshing and playable, and yet still retain what makes it heart-wrenching and difficult. And so, again, the examples, and we're looking at an example here of a game that's thoughtfully designed.
Yeah.
Where everything sort of is put together in ways that make sense.
Someone who is deadly serious says you need to enter the Konami code. I don't think he's actually serious. You're going to try it? Up, up, down, down, left, right, BA. Here we go. Oh, but there's a liar. I don't want to name names, but there's a liar in the chat. Well, I think it's a funny joke. I laughed, so that's fine.
I didn't hear laughter.
I laughed to myself quietly because I didn't laugh out loud.
How interesting, though, that at this stage in the level design, it actually does appear as though we're making progress to where the boss might live. We're seeing fancier regalia. We're seeing wooden walls.
Yeah, this is real
So
hard
there
wood.
is. I mean, we can complain about the, the mazy level design, but we're still looking at something that has a real sense of progression.
Also, the music has changed.
Yeah.
But there is a sense of realism. Nazis really liked solving mazes and puzzles, so their architecture is based on that.
They also liked wood
They liked wood
and stone.
and pooping in wells.
No, they pooped in the barrel, Tom.
Oh, they
They pooped in the barrel and dumped it in the well.
That is so gross.
Get your facts straight.
Why is that grosser than anything? I don't know. Someone's asking if you kill Hitler at the end of this game. Stay tuned to GameSpot.com and Twitch.tv to find out. Chris,
Oh, Chris. Oh, sorry. I got.
It's cool. No, Kevin, I like it.
I was
Good looking out.
tense for a moment.
Wow.
Yeah, that
Those animations even hold up. Like, you really get the sense
It's
that this
pretty
guy
gory.
is totally
just been-
brutally murder.
They had these
And
guys
his-
take it in the dome.
Yeah, and you notice his helmet falls off.
Somebody's asked.
That's special.
That is really cool. Someone's saying that they really love these marathons that we're doing. If we have podcasts, we totally have podcasts.
Yeah, we're rebooting. Sadly, the hotspot no longer is, but we will be rebooting and starting a new podcast.
Yeah, and we have Quoted for Truth every Friday.
And we will also be returning with My Esteemed Colleagues.
That'll
Look
be coming.
for that after E3. It's
Yeah.
been rough kind of leading up to E3, but we're planning on doing reboots of several things that you love, including a podcast.
And we are going to do, like, this is Video Game History Month. May is always Video Game History Month. So we're doing, every week we're doing a marathon. We did 5 of them. That's not going to stop when Video Game History Month is over. We're still going to do game streams. Carolyn Pettit likes to do old school stuff from the NES era.
What games has she done recently?
She did Strider. I can't remember.
Strider,
other than
Gulag 13. What's that?
that. Golgo?
yeah,
Is it Golgo 13?
Golgo 13.
Yeah.
Thank you. Sorry,
So,
Gulag.
so she does that.
Gulag 13. Jeez.
I'm going to totally do Super Mario Kart 1 because it's the 20th anniversary of my favorite game of all time in August. So
And we all do impromptu stuff. Like when I'm playing stuff, sometimes I just like to share it. So
Yeah,
you
you've
can
done
follow us on
Terra.
Twitch. I've
Yeah.
done Terra, and I've streamed Diablo 3, and so on and so forth. So
yeah,
feel
I
free
mean-
to follow us on Twitch. Like my username is Kevin Van Ord, just my actual name. And you're Tom McShay
yeah, well,
on Twitch, but you don't really do a whole lot right now. But Caro is Carolyn Pettit. She does
old school stuff.
all sorts of stuff. We all, I try to use the GameSpot channel when I can as well on Twitch TV, as long as it's not being used for much more important things than me streaming personal stuff, like,
I do find it really interesting to go back to these games that we all played and like talk about our memories and see how they aged. Because like last week with Zelda, it's like those games hold up just really remarkably well. And this game too, it's like this is still super fun.
Uh-oh.
So it's cool to see these classic games that are still awesome today, as opposed to just like as a novelty to see what happens when you don't actually want to play it.
BJ needs help badly.
Oh, 13.
Carolyn Pettit just came by the way, to
And
show
creepy
the
whispered into
game.
your microphone and made me look around like, what? Who is talking?
Yeah.
But
weird.
Carol just came by because she's running the same game you're playing on her iPhone.
Watch.
Oh, I thought you were playing the game. I thought that was the
No,
actual
no.
game on your iPhone.
No, I have not downloaded it for my iPhone. I don't think
Oh.
that does not sound like fun. That does not sound
Oh, you were so that was just a screenshot that you happen to have up on your screen. Oh,
That's
damn it!
correct.
So what
I
was
will
the
not be
purpose?
reviewing the iPhone version of this game.
Oh, someone's asking what's coming next. I think after this we're doing Spears of
We're gonna do
Destiny.
Spear of Destiny.
Which was a prequel.
One spear.
Spear of Destiny. It was a prequel. It was a little more. It was a little different from Wolfenstein, but it played the same. But it had some different visual stuff.
It did
going
have
on.
some different visual stuff. They were really trying to make it interesting. Like when you.
Oh no! Oh no!
Oh my
that was
God,
rash.
Chris!
Yeah.
I needed the health. I ran for it, and that didn't work out so good.
But we'll switch to that in
Yeah, do you
20 minutes or so, I think.
yeah,
is the idea?
I think I'm not sure how many more floors there are, but Robo Hitler can't be far
He
away.
can't. We want to see Robo Hitler, but that'll be next. And then there's Spear of Destiny, someone says. And then there's also other. I mean, you could probably guess what we're going to do after this. We will not do enemy territory.
I was really sad. I really did want to do some multiplayer type Wolfenstein, and and there were some issues that came up during the research for that made certain discomforts happen that I didn't want to show off games that wouldn't be seen at their best. In other words, and so
That was super
Wolfenstein multiplayer, Return to Castle Wolfenstein multiplayer and enemy territory won't be seen today. And I did briefly consider, and then to completely dismiss the idea of looking at enemy territory Quake Wars because then we're not Wolfenstein anymore. So, but I do want to acknowledge how important Return to Castle Wolfenstein multiplayer was, and particularly how important the free standalone enemy territory that came later was. That set the stage for certain expectations in team-based shooters that we have now. Plus, it was free.
This dude, whenever he sees me, yells "Freon." At least I thought that's what he yelled, which led me to make a lot of refrigerator salesman repair jokes. But he actually says "Spion," which means spy, apparently.
Someone was asking if they can recommend games. Yeah, I mean, we have some stuff we want to do. We might want to do like a Zork marathon at some point, just because it'd be fun to do something like that. We want to do Mega Man at some point, probably in December.
I would love to do an Ultima marathon. That could be a days-long marathon.
We're gonna go from Final Fantasy from beginning to end, including 11 and 14. I think is your plan.
Oh, for God's sake! I'm not inviting you to any of these things anymore. Putting ideas in their heads like that.
We really want to do Final Fantasy at some point because
and
a few people in the office absolutely adore that franchise.
We do, and we originally had considered, well, because there is a Final Fantasy anniversary this month, and so we did consider playing Final Fantasy Marathon, and that ended up being incredibly difficult to sort of put together something of that magnitude and do it well. Especially because, consider this, like nobody, like with Final Fantasy, you don't necessarily want to start at the beginning of the game in every case.
In some cases, it's good. Final Fantasy VII has an excellent beginning.
It has a great opening.
But not every game has that, like... So, that's a tough one to do. Just stay tuned maybe a year or two when we finally get that done.
Yeah.
Wow, that's a tough one.
But the good news is, like when we did the Metal Gear Marathon, we had plenty of discussions about which Metal Gear was the best because we all love different Metal Gears. And Final Fantasy kind of elicits those same types of conversations.
Oh yeah.
Especially when you get into the more controversial entries, or I shouldn't say controversial entries, but the ones that didn't necessarily were universally praised.
It's weird to talk about this with Wolfenstein. Every Final Fantasy is controversial because they're all different.
They're all different, yeah. That's what makes
I despise Final Fantasy VIII. I think it sucks. And it's weird because it's not like that game is bad. It just didn't click with me at all, so I didn't like it. But it's like that's just their shift in what they did in tone and direction and art and stuff.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I know a lot of people. I mean, there was a time when it was people hated Final Fantasy XII when it came out.
That game's awesome.
I think Final Fantasy XII is awesome, and a lot of people have sort of caught on to to the wonders of Final Fantasy XII. But there are still people that hate what Final Fantasy XII is and stands for, and they hate that it seems to have taken direction from MMOs and that sort of thing.
Someone's mentioning GTA. GTA was mentioned last week with Zelda. GTA is one we'll definitely do.
Yeah, I'd love to do GTA.
Because going from 1/2 to the PS2 era to 4 is really interesting, and all those games are great for different reasons. So that was one we're definitely going to do, and I know Carolyn Pett is excited about it. We don't know when, but it will happen.
See, I loved the tone of Vice City, but I always felt like I was just playing GTA 3 with a skin in a lot of cases. And it's funny because I actually loved GTA 4, which is not considered universally to be the best GTA.
It's a good.
But again, it's always fun to have those arguments with people about what we loved and not loved so much about.
A lot of people are bringing up Ninja Gaiden. We actually did a Ninja Gaiden.
We did a little Ninja Gaiden thing when Ninja Gaiden 3 came out. Caro and I sat down and we played Ninja Gaiden 2.
What just happened? What did Chris just cheat?
Yes, I cheated because I'm missing that silver key, and I really don't. There are like 6 doors in this level, so I'm not going to go back to. I'm not going back there.
I'm really disappointed in what you've become.
Really? No. It's for expedience sake. We've been playing this for a while. I want to make progress. Going back and backtracking through this level is really not the way. So I'm not going to. Oh.
Yes. Sweet poetic justice.
There we go. Karma up in my face.
Sweet poetic justice.
Doing it again.
Ow.
Dude. It's for the good of the viewers.
I'm gonna speak for all of our viewers and say that they are so happy that you died and they think it's glorious.
Sure, but can anyone support that decision? Anybody happy that I did that?
Someone says, "Oh, hi, Karma," and to which Chris responds,
What?
What is your
My
response
name's
to
not
that?
Karma.
You'll get what's coming to you.
I did already. Didn't you see it? It was brutal. Were you not paying attention?
That was the biggest outburst so far. A lot of people commented with that.
Come here.
Cheating is never okay.
Were they shocked?
No,
cheating is never okay. You clearly have not played an id Software game and had fun with cheats before. Come on, cheating is fun.
Actually, didn't cheat in id games. GTA's where cheating is awesome.
Sure, but you admit that cheating is awesome. You heard it here first.
Another sink. Is there a poop box somewhere nearby?
Oh, you want to investigate? Let's see. No, this is the barracks. So we got cots. This is what passes for a footlocker in Wolfenstein. Just an ammo clip. This is the poop bucket.
There we go.
That is literally stained brown with the excrement of German soldiers. Virtual German soldiers.
Of course.
Yeah. But think of the detail. I mean, it's easy to look at this game and say, hey, it's just a bunch of mazes. But then you see details like that, and it's like there was thought put into the progression of how you move through this place and what these areas were actually used for.
I'm sorry, I couldn't resist this dabbing. Now my health is low and it's bad.
Kevin speaks German fluently, if I'm not mistaken. What does that mean? What does IE mean?
What does IE mean?
IE! What does that mean?
It means, curse you, rabid dog. I smite your brethren.
Wasn't there a blue guy in that room?
No.
I thought he was in that room last time. IE equals ouch. So we got a German
native
translator in the room. IE equals
that's
ouch.
very helpful.
Good luck with that 1% health.
See, this is why regenerating health is so stupid, because this is awesome.
Let's roll the dice. Which one of these doors?
I know. How cool is this?
Just the 1 health behind it.
This is what games are about.
Yeah. 26.
And how satisfying is that? Now you're still mortally wounded.
I can still be killed with a single bullet. I know there's.
IE also means it's like aloha, where it has different meanings.
Yeah.
It also means, but I was so close to the poop bucket.
Language is a fascinating thing.
Yeah, someone says IE, it either means ouch or man.
Well, it's a homonym.
I just
it just depends
myself.
on
Don't check my pants. Someone's saying we should play Half-Life.
Oh my god.
Okay.
That sounds
if
like
we
a
played Half-Life, I would play both games from beginning to end in like a 24-hour session. It'll be longer than 24 hours to play both of those
I
games.
think you could make a strong case that Half-Life 2 is the greatest video game ever made. I don't think there'd be much disagreement that would be a great marathon.
I still argue that it's the best first-person shooter ever.
Oh, so much turkey.
I don't really know how you make it better. I don't know. I even love the driving in Half-Life 2.
I know people do like to complain about the vehicle sequences.
I love it. That game is, oh my god, we gotta do a marathon of Half-Life 2. We have to do this.
Do you know what I love? Can I just briefly? I know we're talking about Wolfenstein here. I don't want to take away anything from.
Without Wolfenstein, there would be no
Half-Life 2. Okay, thank you. So, Half-Life 2, more than any shooter that I've ever played, gives you this sense that you are truly on the run. And it's what makes it so remarkable is that you are not the aggressor as Gordon Freeman. You are simply a man in over his head, and you have to stay on the move to keep from being identified, to keep from being, taken in by the Combine. You are a man
that has
to run from safe house to safe house.
That's true.
And it feels so tense all the time because of that. So few games can really elicit. Oh, Chris.
Yeah.
They come through doors. The bastards.
I just remember playing that game again last year for like the 3rd or 4th time, and every day I would come into the office after playing it and be like, you're not going to believe this sequence of events that I played, and then I'd spell it out in detail, because it's like everything in that game is made with such a purpose, and there's such a flow to the level design, the enemy placement, and the weapons you have, and just, the game is just beyond phenomenal.
Needs more poop buckets.
And the pacing is so different.
That's why we like Metal Gear Solid 4.
We can all agree.
The pacing is so different too in Half-Life as opposed to other shooters, and I think there are very few games that really have capitalized on the way those games can pace. I look at something like maybe Crysis and Crysis 2 and a few other games that have taken cues from Half-Life 2 in terms of the way that they're.
So if I'm not mistaken, level
paced,
9 is the last level. I think someone mentioned that in the
What
podcast.
if you are mistaken?
Someone mentioned that in the podcast.
I think they're in packs of 9.
So someone mentions Portal. Little known fact, I don't think anyone in the office has played Portal 1 or 2, so that would be interesting to do.
Oh, for heaven's sake. You're just trolling the readers now. Or us. Who are you trolling? Us or the readers?
Oh yeah, look, there's Hitler. What's up, buddy?
Oh my
Oh,
god.
you tagged me with a thing.
Man, being little Tom in a dark room with the sound effects of this level, you know, IE, and you know what IE means in that case.
It both.
It means,
Yes.
It means prepare for I am about to shit my pants.
Come on.
Oh my
I'm pretty
God.
sure that's what
Come
it
on,
means.
other officers. Come on. Come on. Yeah. Don't call me no
So
spion.
you still hear Leon when he says something, right?
I hear Freon.
I hear Leon. What?
I hear nothing because I hear no sound.
Oh, Kevin doesn't have headphones on. All right.
He says spion.
What does spion mean?
Spy.
Spy.
Achtung.
Oh, and this guy says Achtung.
He likes his you too.
He told me to Achtung.
Achtung, baby.
Let's
Then
give us
I
another
did
try.
not.
Let's see if we can kill Hitler before we.
Run out of lives.
Well, yeah, that too.
Well, we're gonna switch over to Spear of Destiny either after we kill Hitler or after we die. That's it. This is
So Tom, you weren't entirely correct when you mentioned that you couldn't dodge projectiles
No, that's
in Wolfenstein 3D.
You can do it with Hitler.
But you know, your point is still well taken.
The rooms are a little tighter in this than Doom. Doom is really. We'll do Doom stuff at some point also, because that game is just remarkable. Doom and Doom 2. There's so many games I want to do a marathon of. It's tough. We should also do a second part of the Zelda marathon for all the games I didn't do last
If
week.
you didn't have to do all that pesky writing about games,
I
you could
know.
do some pretty sweet marathons. Come here.
Robo
come here.
Hitler.
No, but he's not even Robo Hitler now. He's like Ghost Hitler.
Zombie Robo Hitler.
Come on, zombie. Where'd you even come up with that?
Yeah, he's not zombie. This
Honestly.
is before zombies were cool, Kevin.
You know, this really does set the stage for what this series was gonna do. I mean, you can't take this serious.
Stop laughing at me, Hitler!
Someone mentions how in 1 minute we were talking about how regenerating health, or at least I was, is lame, and the next minute we used cheats.
Yeah.
Just ignore that. We're trying to give you guys a show, and it was more entertaining ultimately that Chris died.
That was pretty entertaining. Oh,
Oh crap!
damn!
Got one more life.
He kind of looks like Priest Hitler, with his arms out like that, and like he looks more like.
Gotta be more careful here.
About saying things like Priest Hitler.
No, that Kevin said that.
Yeah, that was.
That was not me.
Let the controversy begin.
I forgot that it was this hard. This is tough.
It wasn't that hard when I watched that guy do it on YouTube. But yeah.
Yeah,
Hitler,
some dude on YouTube did this entire level in like 3 seconds.
Hitler projectiles do pack it.
So I'm just
Punch.
saying you're not as good as some random guy on YouTube.
Yes. That describes all of us.
Even the random guy on YouTube is not as good as some other random guy on YouTube. Come on, walk in front of the door again. You speed walking weirdo. More ammo, more ammo.
Someone says try saving the game after beating each Hitler, which, though valid, is kind of lame. Are you hitting like F7 now or something to do that? Don't do that.
We totally cheated. There's no shame in saving after every Robo Hitler.
Are you sure you want to end the game you are playing?
Did you actually hit F7?
I did.
Oh,
Yeah.
I don't know which one it is.
Clearly.
The speedrun time on this game is 15 minutes? Yeah, I'd believe that. It's only 9 floors.
Also, Chris, if Tom says anything about hitting Alt F4, I would suggest not.
That's the super cheat.
Alt F4 is a
boy,
super cheat,
yeah.
is what we're told by our video producer there. I think we should do it.
Sounds.
Our video producer there, Dan Mahoric,
He's
has
trustworthy.
no actual name. We just refer to him as our video producer there.
He's a trustworthy
no.
dude.
F5 is actually a quick save, but you don't want to do that. Don't listen to it.
Typically, F5 is save and F9 is load.
Ooh, use arrows to size. I'm really frightened that I'm going to mess up the game right now, so let's just accept. That was what F5 did, so stop feeding me misinformation. I'm fighting Robo Hitler. Well, I'm trying to get to Robo Hitler at least.
I still can't believe how well the death animation holds up. Like the helmet falling off and him crumpling to the ground in agony.
Someone said that's what she said. I'm not sure what that was in response to.
Crumpling to the ground? That's what she said.
Go through the door.
So what was Hitler like in the Super Nintendo version? Does anyone know?
He was hilarious.
There's a key behind you.
I have no more
Hilarious.
ammo. I don't think there was any extra ammo back here.
Well, he had a different name.
Oh yeah, give
I
me
forget
4
off the top
bullets.
of my head what it was.
Over now, Hitler.
And they weren't Nazis, they were representatives of another...
Okay, we're now in Robo Hitler town.
Representatives of another...
I need
faction.
desperately to find some ammunition, which I have just done. The REB.
Oh my god, this is so awesome.
Whew.
An interesting thing, too, about him is he's set up to always be facing the player.
Ouch. Oh, God. Let's go over
He
here.
will never turn his back to you.
He has loud footsteps. Oh, crap. I just got tagged. I need to get back to that corner. Which way is he coming from? Dun, 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 dun.
Right. I'm so stressed.
All right, Hitler. Let's do this.
Oh my god! He said 9, which means no. Now you
also
can't
the-
hear him anymore.
Chris utilizing the controls to his advantage.
Where is he?
Oh, this is so stressful.
Oh, Wiedersehen!
yeah!
For freedom. Let's see that again.
Let's do it.
What?
What does that mean?
It's the replay. You see the death.
Oh, death cam. This is where Call of Duty got it from.
Oh my god, that animation is so good.
That was really impressive. So
Yay!
that's your entire episode.
Woo! I'm so proud of me. Thanks, guys.
That was really
That actually is
cool.
not like, it's not a very, oh, let's read that. The absolute incarnation of evil, Adolf Hitler, lies at your feet in a pool of his own blood. His wrinkled, crimson-splattered visage still strains, a jagged-toothed rictus trying to cry out. Insane, even in death. Your lips pinched in a bitter victory. You kick his head off his remains and spit on his corpse. Sig Heil, huh? Sig Hell.
That's some good writing.
And if you like
No, no,
Wolfenstein, you'll love the prequel trilogy of Nocturnal Missions. 30 more action-packed, super challenging levels. BJ battles the Nazis as they play in large-scale chemical warfare, fight Otto Giftmacher, Greta Grosse, and General Fettgeschicht.
I just love that it's called Nocturnal Missions.
That's
Hopefully
like
someone just cuts out you reading that and puts it somewhere, because that was pretty spectacular. We should just give it a
Chris
climax.
Waters, #1, exclamation points. Yeah, I'm on Kevin Van Ord's high score. I thought I wasn't eligible for high scores because of the cheats. All right, we're gonna quit this. Where are we at, fellas?
Where we at?
So we're gonna do
Oh wait,
Spirit of
hold
Destiny
on a
next.
second. This is another thing that I like about this game. So I'm going to quit. Dost thou wish to leave with such hasty abandon? No. For guns and glory? First, no.
For work and
work, first, yes. It's like, this is... You are an intersection. A sign says press Y to quit.
Oh, I love text adventure references.
That's really good.
Hurrah!
So that was actually kind of fantastic. I think we're gonna go downhill from here.
Spear of Destiny?
Oh, I don't know. Spirit
No, I
Destiny
did
is
like
pretty
Spirit
cool.
Destiny a bit more back in the day, I guess. But it's like that game is it's deserving of its classic status, Wolfenstein 3D.
Well, and if you are joining us, this is GameSpot. I'm here. I'm Kevin Van Ord. I'm here with Chris Waters, who's right now playing the games.
Hello.
As well as Tom McShay. And we are celebrating Video Game History Month. It is the 20th anniversary of Wolfenstein 3D. So we are celebrating by playing all the Wolfenstein games, or not all of them, but many of them.
Rated Profound Carnage, PC 13.
Yes. And you might be watching on GameSpot. You might be watching on Twitch TV. You should follow us on Twitter. In fact, I'm going to order you. Follow us on Twitter. It's easy because it's at GameSpot.
And that way you'll be able to know whenever we do these marathons. We've been doing them regularly scheduled throughout May, which is Video Game History Month. But in the coming months, they won't be quite as regular. But in the sense that they're every Wednesday.
Yeah.
They will be frequent, so following us is the best way to figure that out.
To do.
And
The Final Fantasy one just seems like the most fun. Just go straight through. Curtis can just like put 5 days aside and just play through all of them straight through, back to back. That sounds like a good time, right? I really like this idea. Dodging lightning in Final Fantasy X until he gets everything perfect.
all right,
Oh, I like Final Fantasy X.
sequel, expansion pack. What are we calling Spear of Destiny here?
Prequel.
Prequel.
And it came out in the same year, but it is a prequel. They got this out quickly.
Isn't it amazing how when you tell a story that you can actually tell things that happened before the first story, even though
What
it's the future?
deuce? Wow, okay, so I came in from outside into this vine-covered, well-hidden cave entrance. Maybe I'm infiltrating here as BJ Blazkowicz. Let's do this. Bam!
So I admit I've never played Spear of Destiny, which
Right.
means Tom McShay, can you enlighten us on really what the setup is here?
I don't know the actual setup. I know that there's like mutant-y stuff going on though.
Mutant-y?
Yeah, like zombie type stuff later on. Like it's not a historically accurate game like Wolfenstein 3D. It takes some liberties. This is not the game I was thinking of actually, but I did play this a lot back in the day. I don't know what I was thinking of. There's like another game that was the same thing, published by Apogee, that took place in outer space. That's what I was
Outer
thinking.
space.
Yeah, I don't know what it was.
Commander Keen was side-scrolling.
Yeah, that was side-scrolling. I did
that
play
gold.
Commander Keen also. But I played Spear of Destiny and I played this other one a lot, so I got them confused.
Somebody's out there school Tom McShay, because I don't know which one he's talking about either.
Very similar to this. But you'd like shoot aliens and then they'd like turn into a pile of goo on the floor, basically.
You weren't playing Quake, were you?
No, it was the same. It was the same thing as Wolfenstein. It was just like a different setting.
So it was a Doom clone.
It was a Doom clone. Before Doom, I guess.
It was a pre-Doom clone.
I wish someone would know what I was playing.
Was it Pathways into Darkness?
I don't know, because that was like a Mac game, wasn't it?
And it was in black and white.
Probably not then. Black and white, seriously?
Yeah, well, I mean, grayscale.
It's not Marathon or Alien vs. Predator either. I don't know.
Wow, they have mixed up the Hitler artwork. It looks terrible when the bush is in front of it. Someone is getting fired.
Wow.
I know. They had pretty grim punishment for bad interior decorating.
Blackstone. I don't know Blackstone. That sounds vaguely familiar. Blakestone. It might have been Blake Stone. I don't
Blake
know.
Stone?
It sounds vaguely familiar. Why did my parents give me these violent games when I was a kid?
So you would turn out to be a sociopath that you are. Sorry, that was rude. I don't know. Bam, bam. Although we have already pointed out the interesting case study that my parents did not give me these violent games, and now I have a video show on the internet dedicated to talking about guns.
Yeah, which you wouldn't have imagined back in '91.
No,
Weirdly enough.
no. I mean, it wasn't that prescient in terms of forecasting the internet's existence. That is the beginning of the level. Oh, hello.
Let's talk about how Wolfenstein 3D was distributed, the shareware model. Does anybody remember going to, like, say, the local grocery store, and there would be a rack where you could just get a floppy disk?
What kind of hip grocery stores did you go to, Van Ord?
okay, so I'm old, okay? But does anybody, is anybody in my position where when you were a kid, you could go to a place and you could buy shareware discs or get shareware discs almost anywhere?
Almost anywhere. No,
But
that
then
was
you
not
had
the
to,
case
then you
when
had
I
to
was
pay
a
to get the
youth.
full
No,
thing. Like here, you got a third of the game, but if you wanted the rest,
I got some shareware
to bone up
discs,
the cash.
but my dad took me to the Boston Computer Society, which was this, they had like an office, but it was this organization around Boston of a bunch of folks, many of whom went on to make like awesome innovations in computing and big investors and whatnot, figures in Silicon Valley. But it was like just a society of people who were interested in computers and computer development that started in like the 70s or something. And they had a little office with just a bunch of shelves stacked with floppy disks. And I thought it was heaven, even though only a fraction of those things were actual games, and the rest I would look at and be like, what the heck does this do? I was like,
I'm trying to remember what some of the other great games were. There was, did anybody play Jill of the Jungle? Does anybody remember Jill of the Jungle at all?
No.
I remember Jill of the Jungle. I played that.
wow, Spear of Destiny, not messing around. Give me the
Shareware.
chain gun right away.
So people have pointed out, a few people, Blake Stone was the game I was thinking of that is like a sci-fi Wolfenstein. So that is awesome that people remember that.
Nice work, people.
It was the Wolfenstein engine made by Jam Software, so it was not made by id. But it was awesome. We should do a marathon of Blake Stone, because people love Blake Stone.
Oh, yeah.
We should do a marathon of all these, those obscure old games that, like, you know, you mention when someone brings up Wolfenstein, like Blake Stone and Pathways into Darkness.
Yeah.
And
We should just make a whole Doom clone. Oh, hello, what's going on here? That really is a well.
well, this is the men's and this is the ladies, and there are no ladies, so it's
bad
empty. But
Men can't aim.
they are still leaving it pristine in case a lady is to ever come here. Although apparently there is one lady boss as in Nocturnal
There
Missions.
is a lady boss.
All right, now I'm confused about where I am in the world. So let's find some elevators. Nope, that's the way to the minigun. Oh, hi. I can see you were just about to set the table. And
Before you so rudely interrupted him.
he yelled at me. This music is funky. I like it. Hardly sanitary conditions to be eating turkey legs, but infiltrators can't be choosers. That's what I always say.
It's funny because you do always say that, even when it's not appropriate to say so.
It's weird. A lot of strange looks.
Nazi gold.
Nazi. Nazi blood.
So that guy was just stationed there just to protect Nazi gold.
He failed. Better than this guy who's on turkey detail.
So they have a lot of goblets, certainly. Is that whole? Oh, Chris, that's injuring me
What are you
greatly.
doing?
I'm just messing with you guys.
But is that just because they're constantly, as Nazis, they're always searching for the Holy Grail, and so they have all these grails?
That's deep.
New ammo boxes this time around, but poo buckets make a return. Ooh, someone got
That's
it while
not.
they were.
That's a blood bucket.
I don't want to hear this, Chris. Stop
okay,
talking.
it's done. Didn't happen. Also, you know, some suits of armor. Because
The green box
Oh,
around your
yeah.
thing is way smaller than Wolfenstein. I think you just like
it's way bigger, you mean?
the green box.
Oh, the box itself.
Oh, the green, but yeah. Sorry, my window is way bigger.
So
It might also have to do with the emulation, because this is
I'm
using
guessing Chris
DOS
just did
box.
something wrong with that. Because you could adjust it. I think that might have been it. I don't know.
Why you gotta put it on me?
Well,
Did you just see the look of surprise
Sorry.
on his face? It's amazing what this game accomplished. The guy looked surprised for a moment before you shot him.
What is the
I
point
hope
of
you're
this?
proud of yourself, Chris Waters.
I mean, I'm happy with the result of that encounter because I'm not dead, but I wouldn't say I take particular
You've widowed
pride. This is the worst
his
secret
wife.
ever. All it has is just a dude hanging out. He was probably really scared, and he came back here to just like wait the whole thing out. Didn't even steal a turkey leg. Oh yeah, a door. I would like to go to you. Yeah!
Yay, extra life.
Hail to the king, baby.
Wait.
They're crowns, you know? And there's a picture of me, so it makes sense.
Yeah, so true.
Borrowing a tagline. Oh god. Someday I'll get out of here. Someday. Okay. Back on track. To wandering around this place some more because I have no idea where to go. Already went there, made a poop joke. Here we go.
The guy on the left probably should have shot when you were shooting the guy on the right.
He was too busy being startled.
Yeah, that's true.
Being startled is hard work.
I heard you. Oh! Ow.
I am disappointed.
My Naven.
Mein Leben. I tried to look up what he said, but I wasn't successful.
Mein Leben, L-E-B-E-N.
My love?
Is that what that means?
I think it means my liver, because I shot him right in his internal organs.
Probably.
Look at this animation up here. Sweating it a little bit. Yeah, breathing heavy. Getting psyched. So, I mean, Duke Nukem is a pretty cool name. But is it cooler than BJ Blazkowicz? What do you think?
Either way you look at it, neither game took themselves seriously. I mean, face it, you fought Robo Hitler.
Boy, did I. Actually, it's more like Mecha Hitler, I guess, because he...
Yeah.
You know, he had...
You have to fight Priest Hitler before you get to Mecha Hitler.
Two people said that Mein Leben means my life. I also found that through Google Translate.
As in, my life, I has lost it.
Basically. Thanks for the help with the translation.
Oh, good job.
I think there's one more. Yeah, I see you.
Whoa.
Super accurate. Give me them turkeys. Gobble, gobble.
I see the L-tryptophan hasn't really been affecting you.
No, super happy. Super pillagey.
You do a better job than I tend to do keeping track of where you are in places that more or less look the same.
Hello. Thank you, Kevin. I try. Video games have heightened my spatial awareness.
I am not good with directions in real life, nor in video games. I was one of the graph paper people because I could not be trusted to remember where I was going without it.
Oh, it's a massacre. Is anybody getting ill yet?
Nope.
How about?
There's no head bob, so I'm okay.
Oh, but wait till we get to Wolfenstein, modern Wolfenstein, the most recent Wolfenstein game. There is incredible head bob if you don't turn it off.
Oof. Head bob's a bad
Some of the biggest head bob, some of the most
bobbinest heads that ever did bob?
Head bobbing ever.
Okay, I came out.
A little bit can make things feel kind of authentic, but...
Someone points out that it's Leben is life and Lieben is love. So, I mean, it could have been my life or my love.
He's calling out for his lover.
Well, I thought Liebeslieder was like love song. As opposed to
Look at these
Lederhosen.
different color bricks. Not a secret passage, in case you were wondering. Just pointing out what kind of innovations Spear of Destiny brings to the Wolfenstein franchise. Hello! Gobble, 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 gobble. Give me them chips. Gobble, 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 gobble.
You got the key, right?
No, I'm getting all the treasure first.
Oh, pardon me.
I have my priorities straight.
I did the same thing. That's how I played the game.
I gotta get paid, Van Ord.
That's very true. Remember, the person you're talking to signed your paycheck. Actually, I don't. I don't
sign my paycheck.
Thing. You have people for that.
I've never once signed a paycheck. Well, my own when caching it.
Are you lost?
No, I know where I am. I just don't know where the elevator is. But I have the key now, and I think it was back this way. The land of 1,000 doors. Oh, there's a new one. Strung up by manacles.
Oh,
Left
the
to die.
bones and the blood.
They definitely
Wearing green pants.
They definitely need a belt to hold the pants up.
Yeah, otherwise it's just going to fall right down around those hips. And it's just going to look like a green blob at the bottom of their legs. And you won't get that it was pants. That they had the dignity to leave them with their pants
Someone's
on.
asking about Wolfenstein RPG. We won't play that because capturing footage for the iPad is not as easy as we would like.
Yeah, and unfortunately, staring for extended periods of time at us, like basically us filming a screen, is not really conducive to pleasure.
Oh yeah, that's no good.
And a lot of our equipment is now left the office and is already on its way to LA. So.
Oh, next week is E3.
Yep.
Stay tuned for new Wolfenstein being announced.
Why do you say stuff like that? Are you
Unannounced
teasing
Wii
people?
U project. All right.
I mean, I'm not saying there couldn't be a Wolfenstein being announced.
It could happen. They could call it Wolfenstein 4D. That's the end of the level, Chris.
That's the beginning of the level, Tom.
You sure?
Yep.
Huh. Look at that. Someone's asking if there's a new one. I was kind of lying, but maybe...
He was lying.
By kind of lying.
Maybe I'm
entirely fabricated.
I'm also potentially a soothsayer and we don't realize it. Maybe?
Who would be making the new,
Well, it'd be Raven.
Wolfenstein?
It'd be Raven again.
Yeah, but I thought they were in rough shape
gotta be
after Singularity. I thought that most of that team was let go.
Oh, I didn't realize that. They're great. Raven's a really good developer.
I think Raven is that like one of the solid ones. Like you can just always count on a solid game from Raven. Maybe not a spectacular one or a genre-busting one, but I mean these are the people that made. Well, they made Wolfenstein. They made the modern Wolfenstein. They made Singularity, and of course X-Men Legends.
Wolverine.
Yeah, they made Wolverine. They made Marvel Ultimate Alliance.
So, do you know who owns? Because Activision published the last at least couple Wolfenstein, but I mean, it still exists. I mean, they're. I don't know. Does Activision still own this?
I'm sure that Activision would. It strikes me that Activision owns the IP, but I could be wrong. Maybe.
Because didn't.
Yeah.
Yeah, because Bethesda.
Oh, Bethesda. Yeah.
Owns id now.
Thanks, Sean McInnes.
Yeah, thank you. So it was still its baby,
There
and
will
now
be
it's
a new
Bethesda's
Wolfenstein
baby.
at some point.
Yeah,
Like,
there
it's not
could
going to be
be.
a dead franchise. So, I don't know. But someone points out it'd probably be a QuakeCon they'd announce and not E3. But
Yeah, that's true.
nothing gets announced at E3 anymore. It's just all stuff we know about. Everyone's got their own shows.
Sean McInnes there with the knowledge bomb.
Yeah.
I think we're on the right track.
Doom 4 would also be very cool. I agree. A new.
That's coming, right?
I think they announced Doom 4. I think that's actually coming for real.
Yeah, I think we're pretty certain that Doom 4 is coming. It's interesting too. I remember when Doom 3 was released, and there was sort of the engine superiority race around that time. It was always going to be, is Valve's Source engine going to be the go-to, or is it going to be the new Doom 3 engine from id? And Source seems to have won that battle.
Source is still used.
Same to you, buddy.
I really appreciate Source. Because even though like it's not anywhere advanced as like Crytek or DICE's Ice engine and stuff.
Right.
Frostbite engine.
Frostbite engine. There you go. Ice is God of War? Might be one of the Sony studios uses Ice, but it's like the games are cheaper to make and are just as good. I don't really think you need stuff like the really fancy technology to make an awesome game.
Well, of course, Unreal is
Right
the king of of modern engines for the most
Am I
part.
about to eat some dog food?
But
No,
I was
not in there.
always
Can't eat dog food.
surprised that that Crytek's engine didn't get more use.
Who's
But a
going
lo-
to use it though? There's not publishers or
This
there's
is
not
the doggy
developers who can
barracks,
make
by the
games that
way.
look that good. They don't have
Right.
unlimited money like they do.
I mean, a lot of it though comes down to like the business aspect of games has never been my strong suit. But there's always lots of business stuff behind the scenes that determines why a certain engine is used. Its ease of use, its availability, the cost, the support that you get, and Unreal gets a lot of support. Like Epic supports the folks that use that engine. So
Now they got Unreal 4 coming out.
Yep.
yeah.
Apparently.
I hope that they'll actually make a
It's
new Unreal
neato.
game. And I'm not talking about Unreal Tournament, I'm actually talking I want Unreal. Single player Unreal. Unreal 2 was kind of an underrated gem in my mind. There's one of my
Spirit
favorite
Destiny.
moments in a shooter takes place in Unreal 2. And again, I'm not talking about Unreal Tournament. I'm talking about Unreal 2. That game was super cool for a lot of reasons. Number one, you have a protagonist of color, which is far too uncommon. And number two, you have this awesome moment where a Scourge lands on an elevator that you're in. And it's super creepy and scary, and you have to escape the elevator and shoot him, and all the lights in the elevator shaft go out. It's all just super cool.
But what about Unreal Tournament, Kevin?
What of it?
Oh, it's so neat.
I love
Everything
all.
is so
I do love
fast.
Unreal Tournament.
Shoot guys and
I still think
blow
Unreal
up.
Tournament 2004 was the sort of the pinnacle. Playing Onslaught mode in that game was rad. And Flat Cannon, still one of the best.
So good.
Yeah, still one of the best weapons in any shooter ever. And again, we're kind of strayed past Wolfenstein, but those are some great textures.
You like these walls?
Those walls are great.
Yeah.
You're getting more support for your Unreal love. So someone else points out that you're not going to really get single-player shooters on consoles anymore. They just don't. Or like on consoles or PCs, basically.
Everything has to have that.
They have to tack on some multiplayer.
Yeah, even if it doesn't belong.
I bet you dollars to donuts that's why BioShock Infinite was delayed.
I think.
I hope not. I mean, I don't understand that. I mean, there are great single-player shooters, and I hope that they continue to be great single-player shooters.
Yep.
Vanquish did not feel the need to add a multiplayer mode, and it was still awesome.
You make a good point. I'd like to subscribe to your newsletter.
Yay!
You are automatically subscribed to his newsletter by
That's
sheer
right, I
fact
sit
of you sit.
I
very
sit
close
right
to him.
across from him. So much Hitler.
This is the Hall of
That
Hitler.
is that's the Hitler Hall of Fame. Who is the best Hitler?
Wow.
It is Hitler. And whoever put up the Pol Pot poster they had to take
Just
it
doesn't
down.
get it.
Oh,
I hereby name Hitler the best Hitler of all time.
So much treasure. Guys, I'm gonna be sure to get all this, okay? Just so you know. No
A
treasure.
couple of users have brought up Iron Sky. I think that must be some kind of a TV show or movie with Hitler, but I don't know it. Do you know Iron
No,
Sky?
I don't.
Nor I. Ooh. Swastika's engraved in walls. Ooh, skull engraved in wall. I will push you. And receive
Nice.
minigun music.
I am actually not a Hitler aficionado. You'll be happy to know.
Pretty indifferent about that, Kevin. All right. There's another one. Where is it? Oh. Oh man. Horrible shooting. Horribly inaccurate.
It's kind of interesting, though. Stalin has had his own game in which he dances. I'm wondering, since we've had Stalin versus Martians, how long it is before we have... I don't know. What would Hitler fight?
Sasquatch.
There you go. Stalin versus Martians, Hitler versus Sasquatch. I'm totally up for that.
Sherlock Holmes.
Yeah, he kind of does everything. That's the whole Cthulhu. Like, that'd be Hitler versus Cthulhu.
I don't know what Kevin's talking about.
I'm just musing. Get
Talking
it?
about
See,
history.
I made a reference to the original Wolfenstein.
Talking about
I'm
history.
musing.
There you go.
Get it?
Can I get out of this and this place already?
Hitler versus the mole people coming from Dan Mahort.
Nah, it's a user comment also, but
Oh, okay. Sorry.
yeah, Yo Rat for like Hitler versus the mole people. I would take the mole people.
It's a good way for basically all the people who have been put in the versus situations to come out on top.
Hitler
right?
versus Mothra?
'Cause
Somebody
if it's
just.
Superman versus the mole people, you know who's winning that, but
I shouldn't make fun of our users. Someone just put it's funny though, you would have thought that the Germans would put a German as the leader, yet they put Hitler, who is Australian.
Australian? The Australian Hitler.
We'll just assume it was a typo, he's Austrian, but it made me laugh when I saw that. He's like, go to war, good day? I don't know. It's like,
Go to war, g'day?
I don't know, I can't do any German, or Australian, I don't know what to do. That's all I got, guys.
both of you guys
Put some
write
shrimp and
terrible
death
Hitler
on the Barbie.
fans.
Horrible. Sorry.
So if you just...
Oh my god, someone made a really bad joke that I don't want to say out loud.
Go to the Twitch chat room and read it yourself.
No, yeah, go on.
Yeah,
If you're intrigued.
Hardcore made a very a horrible line that Hitler might say if he was Australian.
If you're... So if
Yeah,
you are
I can imagine what that is.
just tuning in,
Hey man, where's my elevator?
you're watching GameSpot's
Oh my god.
Wolfenstein mini marathon today. We're celebrating the 20th anniversary of Wolfenstein 3D, although we didn't actually start with that game. We went further back and played the very progenitor of the series, Castle Wolfenstein. But you might be watching on GameSpot.com, you might be watching on Twitch TV, where we're twitch.tv/GameSpot. Either way, you must follow us on Twitter, @GameSpot. Super easy.
Where do I,
And if you like this stuff, follow us on Twitch. We broadcast stuff all the time. We also have individual channels where we just like showing what games we're playing at any given time. So follow us, pay attention. We do cool things. And Chris is lost for the first time.
again, I'm not lost. I
Level
know where I
design
am.
Level design isn't as elegant in this game.
I just don't know where the elevator is. Does that count as lost? I think it's different.
If you don't know where you're going, that's lost.
No, I think it's if you don't know where you are.
No. Mm-mm. It's both, isn't it?
They're different things.
Which was the first game to have a map?
Nuts.
I'm gonna send out this question. Dan wants to know what was the first game with a map,
Yeah, like a overhead.
like an overhead map. I mean, I have no idea.
I don't know.
It's a good.
I feel like that's
question.
something we should know.
All right, fellas. I've reached a point where I am really not sure where the elevator is to get me out of this level. And how much time do we have left on our planned Spear of Destiny section?
I think we might have 3 minutes. I'm not sure when we're supposed to start the next game. Maybe Kevin remembers.
It doesn't matter, we can do whatever.
I did find the magical purple hallway, so things might be getting interesting real soon. What's at the end
That
of the
means that
purple
pretty
hallway?
soon Sean McInnes is going to
Anybody?
be joining us to play some
Anybody
Return
gonna
to
guess?
Castle
What's your
Wolfenstein.
guess, Tom? What's at the end of the purple hallway? Turkey?
A door.
Poop bucket? Nazi?
A Hydra?
A Hydra?
A Hydra.
Mythical beast?
No, Hydra is the enemy in Captain America, which is a German soldier who doesn't want to use
Named
Nazi.
Well, it's also a microscopic animal, but
Someone suggests kittens.
Wow, this is a long purple
There
hallway.
could be kittens at the end of this.
Someone
long
else says
hallway.
purple walls. I did not see that coming.
Yeah, seriously. All
It's
these
kind of
crazy purple
true.
bricks. Also, this is really the longest.
Just a few minutes.
This is so long. I mean,
It's building tension.
is this just like lulling me into a false sense of security? And then it's gonna be like Revenge of Robo Hitler at the end of this thing?
Maybe.
Honestly, I feel like I should now.
This is
just-
really bizarre. I didn't. This is a seemingly
I feel like I'm
endless
getting
hallway.
trolled.
It's not going to be an endless hallway. You will ultimately
Yeah,
get.
Dan is suggesting it's a loop. I think that's a pretty good guess. One of our users from GameSpot says Doom was the first 3D game with an overhead map. It's a reasonable
yeah.
guess. I don't know if that's true or not, though.
Come around the corner, get blasted in the face. Come around the corner, get blasted in the face. Anybody else want to get blasted in the face?
Someone
You do.
brought up Windows screensaver, which is totally what that looked like.
That is. Look at this bevy of extra lives. Hey there, handsome. Oh, don't
Ow.
mind if I do. What's up, good looking? That's BJ Blazkowicz as he picks up extra lives. Oh, 9 lives. I'm gonna spend them all going back to
Wait,
that
do you have to-
interminable corridor of doom.
We could just end it right here.
Yeah, let's end it in this
Let's
happy,
just end it right
in this
here.
happy room of purple magic and wonder. Actually, that spinning works better if I do it in here.
Oh God, you are
Purple Mountain Majesty.
You are a griefer.
Wait, I can up the mouse sensitivity. And it gets even weird. Oh, now it's too far. I went past it. Okay, we're done. With Spear of
You
Destiny.
make my brain hurt.
Kevin, I'm gonna save this game for you.
so that I
so
may
that you can
return to it later and
Purple
finish.
wall.
Play me
Balls.
later, Kevin. Yep, there we
Thank
go.
you.
Change view.
Wonderful.
Oh, see, this is what I could have done, I guess. Oh, I could play so
Let's play in that tiny little window.
Eh.
No, let's not do that.
Heroes don't quit. Go ahead and press Y if you aren't one. No. Come on. Sure, fine, quit. See if we care. Get it over with. What else you got? Sure you don't want to waste a few more productive hours? Oh, this is my job. This is me being productive. All right, dudes. That
Awesome.
was all the 3D Wolfenstein action you can handle. Now on to 4D. Back to 2D? What's
to-
next?
More 3D.
Okay.
We return to the castle.
Return of the 3D.
And return to Castle Wolfenstein. Sean McInnes is hopefully nearby. Can he hear me?
Should I
Sean,
double click
can
upon
you
this icon
hear
for
me?
Yes. This way you won't be able to see what all this top secret games that are on Kevin's desktop here, such as audio drivers and web apps.
I try very
Impatient.
hard, believe it or not to let my desktop get cluttered. So I create folders to stick stuff in, but it's like a monthly maintenance process where it starts to get a little cluttered, and I move stuff in and delete and whatever.
If you ever feel like your desktop is too cluttered, may I suggest swinging by Carolyn Pettit's desk? Because her desktop is a nightmare.
Have you ever seen Jody Robinson's?
This is really too
Computer
inside
desktop.
for people. So someone just mentions during a Twitch TV crashed, seeing your desktop there, which is pretty funny.
Oh, really?
I like that. Oh, you switched that out? So okay. Well, I still laughed.
Oh, guys, opening
Yeah,
cinematic.
we're totally
Come on,
ready
hold
for
up.
Sean McInnes. If he's
Watch this cinematic because it's gonna fill you in on the gap between BJ Blazkowicz's escape Wolfenstein and the return to Castle Wolfenstein. Also, it's medieval for some reason and doesn't involve chain guns. That's what you do in Resistance Burning Skies a lot, put an axe into someone's chest. Oh, take that, you got magic. All right, folks, Sean McInnes has arrived, and I am out of here. Enjoy the rest of the marathon.
Tom's decided he's gonna go and get lunch or something. I want to get lunch too, but I'm dedicated.
Heinrich, your reign of terror must end.
You fool! You know as well as I that I cannot be destroyed.
Okay, Hello, Kevin.
Hi, Sean McKinnis.
How are you doing?
I'm good. How about you?
Let's see. I'm going to change kick to the right mouse button so that I can more ably kick people to death. Back. Hello, load game. There we go.
Here we are. So, we're looking at Return to Castle Wolfenstein.
That's right, Kevin.
We are returning to Castle Wolfenstein, as it were.
So, what's the rundown on Return to Castle Wolfenstein?
What's the rundown? Well, came out 2001. It's only been out on Steam for a little while now, though. But this we're going to be playing the single player. This was developed by Grey Matter and Nerve Software. So id was actually executive production,
Yeah.
as opposed to development on this particular game. But this was, again, one of these Quake 3 games where they've held up so well. But there are things that, by modern shooter standards, we might consider relatively.
Shooting some Nazis. So, I'm going to go ahead and admit right now that I did not play this game when it originally appeared on PC in 2001. I played the Xbox port, Tides of War, I think it was called, when that came out in 2003. And I have a very fond recollection of that game because it was one of the original Xbox Live online shooters, and I spent a not insignificant portion of my freshman year of college taking advantage of the high-speed bandwidth I had in my dorm playing that game on Xbox Live. And I was very sad when they finally retired the original Xbox Live functionality a few years ago. And actually, id disabled the master server list for the PC version a couple years ago as well. And so now it's a bit tough to find multiplayer matches on that game. You have to do some serious scouring. So we're not playing multiplayer here. We're playing the single player campaign, which in typical Wolfenstein fashion involves shooting hell of Nazis.
Yeah, it's interesting. We ran into the same issue with Enemy Territory, which is really the multiplayer that I wanted to show, but it still functions, but the master server list is easily hacked, and so getting into the game and actually playing it can be a bit of a hassle, and that was such an unknown, which is why we're not playing any multiplayer Wolfenstein today. Sean is
the monitor I'm playing on is
really dark.
Is a bit dark. Let's see here. So what you guys can't tell right now is that I'm fiddling with the brightness on this monitor, and I'm going to try to boost it as much as I can. And yeah, that should be good. Exit menu. Okay.
Everything good now?
Hopefully, well, it's still
Better
a
than
bit dark.
before.
Hey, you know what is good?
What's
oh, wait,
that?
actually, I think this door is locked right now. I got to go back down there. I was gonna say, you know what is good in Return to Castle Wolfenstein,
What's
Kevin?
that?
Kicking doors.
So what exactly are we doing in Wolfenstein? So you were captured because you're investigating some paranormal stuff, right?
That's true. Investigating paranormal stuff.
And the paranormal aspect of the series becomes incredibly prominent at this stage in terms of the enemies that you fight, in terms of the story that gets told, and you pick up intel along the way too that helps fill in some of those gaps.
You do. You also shoot pictures of Hitler, which is, really its own special way of contributing to the war effort.
But not pictures of Robo Hitler.
Well, I mean, they didn't hang pictures of Robo Hitler because they didn't want to let the cat out of the bag.
As it were.
As it were. So I'm trying to remember where exactly to go. These level layout here is a little confusing. This is already the most exciting and amazing live stream
If people in the comments want to let me know, it's been a number of years since I've played this game, so feel free to let me know if I'm just completely pooping the bed here.
Pooping the bed?
Well, I didn't want to use the vulgar terminology. This is a family broadcast. I did find plenty of hot food. All right, where am I going, Kevin? Where in the Sam Hill am I going? Oh yes, I gotta go across this bull bridge. Shooting some Nazis. Finding some hot food. Oh, but I like salami. Well, let me eat that salami. That's too bad.
Just because you're already full on health.
Yeah. Hit that switch. Not entirely sure what that did, but...
Alarm.
It did something. Yeah, it turned off the alarm.
And like me, an expert with the F5 key.
Well, that's the thing about this game is that there are no checkpoints. So when you die, it reloads your oldest save file. Oh, look, there's some intel. Some Nazi propaganda. I'll shoot that down. And I'll waste my bullets shooting some more stuff. I believe that's going to open one of the doors outside, I hope. Okay.
Again, back in the... It's still, drawing from the shooters that came before it in the sense that it's not just a path that the game is pushing you down. You actually have to find...
Do a little bit of
interesting
exploration.
Exactly.
Yeah. All right, there we go. That door's open now. What's up? Nope. Hey guys, can I play? Oh, hello, Hitler. I found his weakness. It's shooting him in the face. Down this way. So we should mention that this game, we've modded it a little bit for widescreen support. I believe when you download this game from Steam these days, the highest resolution it's going to support is, I want to say it's
1600 by 1200 maybe?
No, I think it's 1280 by
1024.
1024, yeah.
Maybe.
So it only outputs to 4.3. So there is a fairly simple and easy to use mod that you can download to add widescreen support. We're running at 720 right now, but you can go up to 1080, and I think it lets you tweak the field of view as well. What's behind here? Why did my little hand icon come up? I can't get through here? Fine. I didn't want to get through there anyways.
I think it's good that you waste bullets. You show them who's boss.
Yeah, I
Kill
mean
that door to death.
So one of the things that surprised me most when I picked up this game recently is just how quickly it moves compared to other modern shooters. It is, it's a sort of game where you need to be running and gunning at all times. And
it is very Quake 3-esque.
Right? I'm going to be doing shooting a lot of reloading and a lot of F5ing. Make sure I don't die. Oh no! The Nazi officers are extra tough. I don't know if that's true, but I like to pretend they are. Where are you? You hiding?
Did you actually get him?
Yeah, I got him. He's somewheres. All right. Quick save one more time. Oh, am I being cut off by this monitor?
Yeah.
I'll move it over a little bit.
People want to see your dark face.
Hey, look at me, people.
Chat says.
Are you showing me right now? I'm waving at the camera. Okay. World War II waits for no man, especially if that man is named Dan Mahorbeck.
Mahorbeck. Somebody asking in the comments, this was considered pretty cutting edge for its time, and yes.
Yeah.
In terms of visuals, this was cutting edge, and I mean, even now you look at it, and it is held up remarkably well visually. And
oh yeah, definitely.
It comes into focus when I move on to modern Wolfenstein, just how good Return to Castle Wolfenstein looks.
Yeah, and it's a game that actually scales very well. Let me save real quickly here, and hopefully no Nazis come out while I'm looking at the graphics options. So, I mean, it's a game that comes with quite a lot of graphics options, and you can customize it fairly thoroughly. So, you know, if you're running this on a modern system, it scales up pretty well. Ooh, hello, salami. I will eat you. Hello, Nazi propaganda. I will shoot you. Hello, note. I won't read you.
Sean McKenna's trying to keep the action moving.
All right.
Not that you really play for the highly cerebral story.
It is a very cerebral story. What's in here? Ooh, a red barrel. Old video game standby. Wouldn't you know it? There's a little secret room back here. With a little Viking helmet, some tools, some gold, and a helmet that's going to boost my hit points by about 25. And I think that's everything in here. Okay. Nope. Where am I going, Kevin? Should I get some more junk in here?
I say go everywhere you want. I mean, we're missing out on the joy of what shooters were at this point. If we're just trying to run through.
What was the joy of what shooters were at this point, Kevin?
Well, we've gotten so used to this idea that there's really one path in a lot of modern shooters, and I'm not pointing fingers at Call of Duty or anything. I mean, it didn't start with Call of Duty clearly, but there is this idea that developers want to control your adventure, the pacing of how you move forward and what happens to you. And this is player, you've got an actual level design where the pace is somewhat under your own control.
All right, where am I going now? More Nazis. Oh, this is gonna blow your mind, Kevin. Turret sequence. And here's what I love about the turret sequence in this game. You notice what I'm doing right now and what's not happening?
You're shooting.
I am shooting.
What's not happening?
Look at the barrel of the gun. What's not happening right now?
I'm so confused what you're getting at.
My turret's not overheating.
Oh gosh.
There's no artificial turret overheating. You can just fire away and destroy what limited bits of the scenery that the game allows you to destroy.
And it doesn't have any ammo for you to worry about either. It's just unlimited.
It's just, hey, here's a gun you can shoot for a hell of a long time. Why don't you do it? All right. So this game developed by Gray Matter, who I forget what they were called before they changed their name. It was called started with an X, Zatrix, something like that. Anyways, they developed Redneck Rampage. Remember that game?
I do remember that game.
It
wow.
had rednecks in it.
They rampaged.
They totally rampaged.
Pretty sure they did that.
So I think it's just the two little barracks down here. I'm not entirely sure where to go next. It's definitely a game where it'll push you forward into certain areas, and you realize that you can't progress any further, so you have to
go back.
You have to go back and find some sort of switch or what have you. Oh, hey, buddy! Ah, tenacious Nazis. I'm gonna shoot you, and I'm gonna eat your delicious meal. No, I'm just gonna shoot your baked potato. Suck on that, Nazis. All right, Kevin, which way? Do I go down here or do I go up here? Both of these are areas I've been to already. I'm gonna try going up here.
Yeah, that's what I say.
When in doubt, go up. What's in here? Boom! Oh, this is the wine cellar that I couldn't use before.
When you say use, you mean you couldn't take a delicious sip of wine?
Yes, exactly.
Are you gonna waste a... Oh. This... I think it's important to note that Sean griefs things.
It's giving me the option to open this wine cellar, but I'm mashing on the F key and nothing's happening. I will try blowing it up one more time. Maybe my potato masher needed to be a little bit closer. Nope. Just wasted 2 perfectly good grenades. Sorry about that. Okay, so I came from over here.
And you're going to continue on upwards.
Yeah, continue onward and upward. Okay, I think I've... There we go. What's out here? Oh, I've been there before. Oh, but there's dudes there now. So maybe that means...
In some cases, you are meant to backtrack and
Yeah.
go to places you've already been.
Oh, hey dude up there. Do I have my rifle? I do. I need you to die. He died. Oh,
Whoa.
hello. Okay. So I think this, yeah, this door's open now. So let's go ahead and run through here. Hello.
Look at all that carnage you wrought and floating guns.
Floating guns. Oh, I did, in fairness, I did destroy the thing what the guns was resting on earlier. Okay. Left or right, Kevin?
Right.
Booyah! This might be my favorite thing about this game, is just kicking doors open. Hey-o!
Hurrah! You missed a lever in the wine cellar that opens that door.
Oh, did I?
Yeah, apparently.
We have some nice advice from the chat.
Yes, absolutely. Cab 3.
Thanks, Cab3. You're a regular BJ Blazkowicz.
Ah, truer words were never spoken.
Okay, you guys absorb this information real quick. I'm gonna just hit escape. Nope, that didn't do anything. Enter. Nope. Spacebar. Nope. Escape. Nope.
I don't think it's loaded
left mouse.
yet.
Right mouse. Ah.
I know, you're very sad.
I don't have the patience for this. I need to kill some Nazis.
The loading times are surprisingly still long.
Oh wait,
See,
no.
Don't do that. Sean,
Oh, what
have
did
you
I do?
done? Show autosaves.
What did I do, Kevin? Did I completely ruin this?
I hope not.
Let's see. May 24th? Nope. Show save games. Oops, that's not the one I wanted to load. I think me mashing on buttons during that little
Might have been the
mid-mission
wrong thing to do.
That might have been the wrong thing to do. Oh gosh. That was awesome, wasn't it?
So we're back to...
I did, in fairness, I did quick save pretty quickly before that, so.
So let's hope that a quick load
Yeah.
makes things happen right.
First, I'm gonna quit out of this so that it doesn't overrate my quick save. People in the comments, I'm sure, are commending me for my skills when it comes to navigating stuff like this. Okay, so let's load that quick save. Load that one up. Let's see what happens. I promise not to mash on the buttons anymore. The problem is it lets you hit escape, but nothing happens, and then once it's finally loaded up, that's when it actually quits you out.
Yep. You have to be patient.
Learn from your old friend Sean. Develop some patience.
So he's saying not paying attention to the progress bar at the bottom of the screen.
Oh, it's cut off on my
our monitor.
Yeah.
So.
My bad. Okay. Oh, look, we didn't lose much progress at all. Plus, I get to run by these dead Nazis again. So, great. Ah.
If only I had some Mio right now.
Some Mio energy?
That's right. I'd be a lesser man for it.
Oh, I need some energy sauce.
This time, we're totally not getting...
All right, not going to press anything right now. Just gonna... See?
And there's that great symbol, which is sort of a combination. Oh, Lord. Caro brought us some Mio energy drink. Where it's not even really... What is it called? What? It's a Mio energy what?
Liquid water enhancer.
Okay. By the way, we're not even pimping Mio today. That's just a...
I like to think of it as an energy chutney. You can put it...
Energy chutney.
Well, yeah, because it's berry flavored, and you can put it on any manner of meats. Any roast pork. It is, you know, of all the energy chutneys, it might be my favorite. You could put, yeah, a nice little corned beef sandwich. Okay.
So enough Mio. They're not.
Create a new save here. Save as streaming some stuff. Save.
Extra Fs for the important part.
And quick save just as well?
Yes. No story updates as of yet, but they will come.
Yes. For now, we're just shooting them Nazis. What's up? Oh, wait, what's up? Oh, wrong time and wrong place. Oh, he was working on the Nazi Large Hadron Collider. I assume that's what that is. What is it? I'll stand in it. Oh, Nazis! Oh.
So here we are at the...
Oh, no. That dude snuck up behind me.
He was about to set up the alarm.
No, turn it off. That thing is annoying as hell. Turn off your stupid baby alarm. What do these do? Nothing now. Oh, look, it's a thing. I'm going to read it. A recent investigation into the causes of tramcar fatalities has uncovered a typographical error in the quarterly cable tension adjustment procedure. The following line, an allowable error of plus or minus 500 kilograms, should now read an allowable error of plus or minus 0.5 kilograms. Okay, I'm going to stop doing that.
Okay, I'll tell you what, I'll give you a call out in the comments, whether you're watching on Twitch or on GameSpot. So the cable car there that you see in the castle is based on a movie.
Based on a movie?
Yeah, so tell me what that movie was, and I'll call you out.
Something about a bird.
That is
I think the movie was called Something About a Bird. All right, get me up here. Kick it, kick it, kick it.
No, it wasn't Iron Eagle.
It was a cable car named Desire.
A cable car named Desire is Tyler Weingarten's guess.
Now, if you want to just really immerse yourself in the BJ Blazkowicz experience, I recommend when shooting Nazis, you shout, "America! America!" It just, you know, gets you a little bit more into the spirit of things.
I like that. I like the guess that it's Tu Wong Fu. Thanks for everything. Love, Julie Newmar.
That's
is the
well, that was the sequel. That was the sequel. We're looking for the original movie. Kick it down.
It is Where Eagles Dare. VOD_crack understands these things. It's a movie I've never seen either.
Nope. Turn it off. Turn it off. 3 grenades. I got some new grenades, Kevin. What does that do? Should I smash it?
There you go.
I think that was a Nazi officer's oxygen tank. So he's gonna have he's gonna have a tough time breathing tonight. Sorry, I don't know what your name is.
And on GameSpot, Sigsworth
Gunter
said Where Eagles Dare.
Oh look, the Hadron Collider is working. Teleport me into the future.
Oh my God, Sean.
Oh dang, Kevin, look, I'm in the future. Look at this. They have crazy technology like trams and dead Nazis. This is amazing. Oh no! They also have live Nazis.
Oh, that guy looks a little stuck.
Well, I mean, it's the future. Nothing is as it seems.
Everything is as it seems. You're on a cable car.
Come on. You like how I kicked that switch? That's how you do things in the future, Kevin.
Kick everything. I'm going to switch the stream.
Yeah, yeah. Dan Mahorbeck is going to switch the stream with his feet. Oh, God, where's my rifle? Shooting some Nazis. You're dead. No ladder climbing on my watch, buddy.
You don't have a sniper
Ladders,
rifle yet, do you?
No.
Oh, that stinks.
Ladders are, as they say in Germany, verboten. Oh, no! I'm going to use my, let's see. Watch me go for a sweet bank shot. Bank shot! No, no.
You're wasting grenades on one dude. Nice job.
I can't. I gotta be extra safe. I think he's dead. Is he dead? I think
his crotch is dead.
Okay. Well, I mean, that's...
Not having children anytime soon.
That's where the Nazi xenomorphs spawn. I don't know if you realize that. Game saved. Where am I going now? Let's see. Should I use a ladder? I feel like a ladder is probably a good thing to use. Up and at them.
Was that a sniper rifle you just picked up?
Oh, there ain't...
I thought I saw you pick something up.
I don't think. I just got... Yeah, I got my Luger.
I'm totally wrong.
My knife. Got my stabbing knife. Let's see. Oh, God. I think I'd maybe just go back down there and hit the switch.
Yep.
I hope I don't die.
A lot of people pointing out the AI is pretty good, and I'll have to agree with them. It's not groundbreaking or anything. Somebody pointed out, hey, it's not.
Come on.
It's not Half-Life, and it's not No One Lives Forever. But
Nope. All right. There's something in this room, I gather. Well, I did that, so that's a thing.
you have to be inside the cage area.
Inside the cage area? Oh, hey. Oh, so there's another ladder. I didn't notice that. Thank you. I was very busy just kicking stuff. You like how I just sort of leap from the edge and sort of find my way back onto the ladder? Oh no, there's Nazis in here! Oh god, my monitor is so dark I can't see anything. You need to guide me to where I'm going. What's in here? Is there a button?
Up close.
Oh, there
up
it is.
Further. Yep, there you go.
Okay. I have.
Yeah,
this-
it was even dark on the main TV that I'm looking at, so I can only imagine your monitors.
Quick save in case I fall during this trapeze act right here. All right, I hope that has restored power to this sweet-ass
Yes,
tram.
indeed. I see lights.
Boom! Yeah.
Cav 3 helpfully pointed out to watch out for the trap door and drop a grenade down there.
Oh, where is the trap door?
Well, before.
Oh.
You shot the dude.
Why did you tell me after I did the thing where I could have done it?
I like teasing you with the possibilities of things that will never now be.
Okay, that's fair.
Pardon me, so sorry.
Nazis!
Thank you, Todd. Hardcore.
Picking stuff up. Stealing supplies from some Nazis. And open. Just in case. I won't have any red barrels on my watch. Oh no! Can you guys shoot through that fence? Does that damage me? Well, it damages you.
Yep. I love that you're shooting the barrels now
Well, what happens
instead
if,
of when the enemy is standing there.
Kevin, what happens if I walk by right here and then a Nazi just pops out of this door, which apparently does not open, and he shoots the barrels and I die? You can never be too safe. This is war, Kevin. This is
War never changes.
World War II.
It is some version of World War II, at least.
Ooh, a hat. A metal hat. Nazi! Oh no! Oh Might be alive. Oh, he's dead.
Yes, the fall didn't kill him. Luckily, your final bullet did the trick.
I don't know if these glass panes are Nazi spies. You can never be too safe. It's war, Kevin. War never changes. So as you can tell, the careful rationing of bullets is very critical in a game such as this one. Exercising my knowledge of the crouch key, which I have previously not used once in this stream. America! America! Oh no! What are you? No! Those are chests of drawers, not red barrels. They get to live. Oh no! I need you to die, Nazis. Those,
Pretty hardy guy.
those Nazis
hear
might
more
be total
bullets.
creeps, but I will say this about them. They can absorb a lot of bullets before they die.
It's a gift.
It is a gift.
It's the famous super soldier
Yeah.
being bred.
Oop, cutscene.
Yes, Lieutenant Ruger here. Situation under control.
Ah, anti-American?
Dead.
Excellent. Village guard station out.
Is that that's where I'm going? Or is that where I just came from? Oh God, these rooms look so similar. Okay, so I think we're gonna go to the Commandantur. Pocket.
Oh man, I want to look at the Olympic at the skiing
I'm gonna
dude.
drink that beer, and I'm gonna presumably drink what's in those novelty binoculars. And I'm gonna kick that Nazi sign. I'm gonna steal some MP40 bullets. Kessler? Oh, hey, Kessler.
We must get you inside the village.
Huh?
Excellent times.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
This game is fun.
Yeah, it's funny how great games just hold the
Right?
withstand the test of time.
Well, and the thing is, when this game first came out, like, everybody fell in love with the multiplayer because the multiplayer was fantastic. And the single player was like, okay, you know, it's good. It's not bad. Like, as Eric Wolpaw wrote in his original GameSpot review, it's good. It's good. It's good. It's good.
He did actually say that, too.
Yeah, go and read the original Return to Castle Wolfenstein PC review from Eric Wolpaw, writer of Eric Wolpaw of Portal fame.
Yeah, he is the writer, the head writer of Portal,
It's
and
going
Portal
to be
2.
even colder than last
Previous
night.
GameSpot
I
writer.
hope we get some new blankets soon. I just hope we get some hot water soon. I haven't bathed in over 2 weeks. Yeah, I know.
I know. I can smell you from here. Somebody asking how you'd sound commentating while playing drunk, but I think that's really a mistaken thing to say because you actually are playing this drunk, are you?
Oh,
not?
I'm Kevin. If I arrive at the office in the morning sober,
If you go down these
you
stairs,
just don't want to
Then
see
it isn't
me.
a Tuesday,
Yeah. Oh look, stuff.
even though it's Wednesday.
Oh, I got a Tommy gun.
And money.
And some binocs. No, it won't let me eat it. Fine. Okay. Once more into the breach.
I cannot accompany you any further in my condition.
Oh no!
You just failed the mission. This isn't like modern games where they're just invulnerable. What the heck?
I thought it just wouldn't let me shoot him.
If you go down these stairs, there's a back entrance to the cafe.
Oh, you do love to grief games so much.
See, he's okay. I do this to make them tougher,
I regret
Kevin.
that I cannot accompany you any further in my condition.
Oh no! I didn't
What
stab
are
him in the
you
face.
doing?
All right. I'm done goofing around.
All right.
I was trying to like stab like a foot away from his face. Okay. I know. Come on, Kessler. Quit being a baby. Open this thing.
There's a back entrance to the cafe.
Open it. Open it.
Welcome to our world, in which this is just Sean's way.
I regret that I cannot accompany you any further in my condition.
Lights out.
You must hurry.
No
Edwards'
witnesses.
team has an excavation site at the graveyard at the end of town. The entrance to the crypt is there.
Effing finally, Kessler. Jeez. That dude is a real wet blanket.
Just wait till we get to the next Wolfenstein, and you discover. Well, let's just say that you discover that there's sometimes a little too much talky-talky.
A little too much talky talk?
Yeah, you thought that was boring. Wait till you meet Caroline and
Carolyn
Wolfenstein.
Pettit? Carolyn Pettit is actually a very wonderful, interesting lady.
That she is. Not so much Caroline.
I will not have you disparage the
game
name of Carolyn
Wolfenstein.
Pettit on this live stream.
What was
Kevin Van
What
Orn.
was I thinking?
I'm going up here.
Some very strange goings on up there last night, eh? I wouldn't know. Things are definitely...
Suck on that, Nazis!
I like that they still continue the conversation even though they're running away from the grenade. Oh, what is that they are dropping? Or just more MP40s, yeah.
Well, I don't know if you know this, Kevin, but when people die, they tend to relax the bowels, as they say. So.
Oh gosh, she's innocent. Don't shoot her.
No?
Look at those gorgeous ponytails.
All right. Let's let the chat decide.
All right, whether you're watching on GameSpot,
The first person to suggest what to do.
I'll take that from the Twitch TV chat.
What do you guys
the first
want me to
person.
do? Twitch TV chat?
Shoot her.
Oh no! All right, I want to blame Rhinoud 95. Oh no, I didn't quick save. Okay, there we go. We're good. Whew. That could have been real bad for everybody.
Wait, is that? Why does that look so
Look at
much
this.
like John Wayne? Look up again.
That's Nazi John Wayne.
Yeah.
It's
Oh dear.
It's Johann Vanne. John Wayne. All right, Nazis. Where are you coming from?
LSR suggests that you marry her. Unfortunately, that was not an option.
Not an option. My only option was to don't shoot her. Oh no! Sneaking
Somebody asking if beer is spelled beer in Germany, which is actually spelled B-I-E-R.
Yeah, I just
clarify.
realized
it's
that.
pronounced
That's
the
odd.
same way.
Oh, that dude is up. Oh! Jerk store.
Thank God for F9.
I only have 33 health bits, so gotta do this carefully. Oh no! That dude always gets the first shot on me. No fair. Maybe I'm gonna. You know what? I think there was some health back this way. I'm gonna load up. Where is the health? I came from in here. There might be some more hot meal left. Oh no! It's just a Nazi. That's weird.
A little disturbing. It's true. Careful.
Hot meal.
Hot meal.
Here's the thing about Nazis. They did not like to eat their delicious food. They just left it sitting around all the time. Am I not gonna?
I don't think you're gonna. Oh,
Hey-o.
wow. I liked it better when you were just kicking.
Nothing in here.
Good night's sleep. That is a huge bed.
It's a big bed. Very bouncy. What's in here? Oh, hello, turret.
There you go.
Oh, did I already kill these guys? Oh, boo.
You can't get to the dude that's.
Oh,
over to
here
your
they
left.
are. There's. Where are you guys? No, because I think that guy's actually. He's not in this little courtyard area. Once again, enjoying the fact that these turrets don't overheat.
Your sense of space is much better than mine.
Well, you don't get to be a BJ Blazkowicz for nothing. Okay, so my health is okay. Maybe I'll try to take out that guy up here again. One more quick save for the. Woo! Nope. Where are you? Come on out. Show yourself, man.
Remember, those were the days too. That's something you'll miss in modern Wolfenstein.
Oh, I shot him in the face, and he still popped out and took a pot shot. Anyways, Kevin, you were saying?
Nothing particularly relevant. But yeah, being able to peer from side to side.
Yeah.
Something that's missing in too many shooters nowadays, including the Wolfenstein Wolfenstein shooter that came after this one.
You talking to me?
Yes. Shh, inside.
Come inside. This is a trough-style urinal, which is where,
like they have at E3.
Yeah, which is where Nazis come to, as they say in Germany, make the pee-pee.
So if you're just tuning in, you're watching GameSpot's live Wolfenstein marathon, in which we play a good number of Wolfenstein games to celebrate the fact that this is the 20th anniversary of Wolfenstein 3D.
Oh, he's got something for me. What do you think it is? Should I shoot him?
No, not any. No more of that. Oh man, now you're just teasing us.
Silenced Sten submachine gun.
Ooh. Silent submachine gun. Oh, and a sweet
It
jacket.
uses the same 9mm ammunition as the MP40.
Somebody mentioning in
Must
this
go now. If the guards
is
find
why
you,
regenerating
you'll
health
be
sucks.
shot.
Think of all the tension that you're experiencing here that you would not have otherwise have experienced.
What's that? Sorry. I was marveling at this guy's crazy beret and mustache.
I do like the mustache, especially the coat too. That is a grand coat. People talking about this is why this is a great argument against regenerating health because of the resulting tension that you wouldn't have had if you were just able to pull back and just let it regenerate for a few moments.
Well, I mean, they're different styles of shooters.
That's true.
What works in one type of game doesn't always work in another type of game.
Very true. It all depends on how it's used and whether it fits the elements surrounding it.
Oh, open up. Okay. Where did this guy just... Okay, so that's the Nazi urinal. This is where he just let me in. Okay, so I feel like I go up here.
I think you're right.
Whoop. Nope, nothing. That
Not
appears
going
to be
through
a
there.
wall of barbed wire. So I'm just gonna jump on down here and perhaps...
Getting more use out of your crouch button.
Yeah. Oh, look at this. That is so much pee. Oh, well,
It must be P. It's golden.
the things I do for America.
America.
America. I don't know. Where have I been? Also, no mini map
Oh,
in
careful.
this game. Oh God. No mini map to tell you where where to go and where you've been.
Which is fine. Modern Wolfenstein has a waypoint for you. It works very much like, say, Medal of Honor. Allied assaults.
He totally didn't hear me shoot him in the face just now. I don't know
Nope.
if you noticed.
That's because you shot him in the face where his ears are located.
Okay. Switch over to this guy. You need to die, buddy. I'm gonna save that silence jobber for when I actually need it. Stick with this one right here. Oh, Nazi!
And I will point out, for all the people that complained that we played Metal Gear on 360,
Oh, you played Metal Gear on 360?
we did because that I happened to have the.
Sacrilege.
I know, but that's what I happened to have the HD collection on. But you'll be happy to know that all of these games are being played on the same PC.
Same exact PC.
It is the same exact PC we are. Oh, lovely.
That's a great image. I'll shoot him down. Nope, that didn't work. Yeah, this is your personal work computer.
Yeah, it is my gaming PC at work. So we have stayed true to the Wolfenstein tradition of being a PC series. No console bullshit this time.
Dudes.
Not that there's anything wrong with consoles, I'm just saying.
No. I mean, I said at the beginning, I played this game originally on the original Xbox. So that's a thing. Have I been here? I never know where I've been before.
And if we do a Half-Life marathon, I'm not touching Orange Box, I'm just saying.
Hey, dudes.
Not console Orange Box.
Well, you know, the Orange Box was really meant to be played on the PlayStation 3.
You are a mess. There's a dude up there. Oh, no!
Did he kick it down? Jerk.
I think it might have just ricocheted.
What I need to do is get one of those birds that drinks the water, you know, the things that just like rocks back and forth, like Homer put on his computer in that Simpsons episode.
Yeah, totally. My grandma had a bunch of those.
Yeah, and just have it hit the F5 key the whole time.
Do you know what she also had, speaking of of which she had lozenges that
Really?
tasted like Pepto-Bismol.
Did she also eat Werther's Originals?
She did, and she put apple butter on her bread.
Interesting. That sounds
She
good.
also had a little bird that was kind of like the water dipping bird, except you pushed it down into the toothpicks for it to pick up a toothpick for you.
This is where I originally entered.
Why am I telling you this information, people?
Because your mom is a classy lady. Midge Van Ord was a wonderful woman, and the world needs to know about her and her wonders. Nope, that's a wall. That's a thing. Although I think I've been in there already.
Somebody wants to make sure if we do a Half-Life marathon that we include opposing force. It seems likely that we would include opposing force.
I know it's actually just going to be blue shift the whole time.
Shift the whole.
Yeah.
Nobody
It's
cares
gonna be
about
all-
Gordon anyway. It's all Barney all the
It's going to
time.
be all Barney all the time. Because, you know, in the grand scheme of things, who gives a crap about Gordon Freeman when you've got Barney, the security guard?
Well, you know, there is a connection between Half-Life and Castle Wolfenstein in that it's Barney Blazkowicz.
Barney, yeah,
totally.
They are technically, as they say in Germany, brothers from another mother, to use the classic Prussian saying.
Man, people don't know what apple butter is.
Booyah!
I'm gonna sneeze again, by the way.
That looks like a thing I could describe.
Pardon me.
Oh, hello. Dynamite.
We're being requested for a Time Splitters marathon. I'd be up for that.
Time to go grave robbing.
Nobody knows what apple butter is. How is that possible?
Apple butter is like.
I thought that was an old person standby.
Is it not just butter with apple in it? What's the difference?
I thought it was like, I don't know, but it's apple butter. It's like
Apple butter.
It's like applesauce, only it's darker and creamier, and you spread it on your bread.
I mean, I'll be honest. That sounds hell of delicious. I think your mother
You
is
keep moving away from the exit.
Oh, okay, I see. It gives me the mission stats thing, but it doesn't actually send me to the next mission until I jump in the hole. So.
Elder Scrolls Marathon. Really, if we do what all the readers want us to do, we're going to be playing hella games over the next year.
Yeah.
Apple butter's not bad, but that might be. I think that because I'm getting
Is it as
older.
good as energy chutney? I like to squeeze the Mio Black Cherry onto like a nice roasted corned beef.
Somebody's like, is it like apple jam? But no, jam is a different consistency. It's more like the consistency of soft butter, only it's made of apple. I don't know.
Is this a Pennsylvania thing?
It might be. I grew up in Amish country. That might explain it.
So this could turn a little bit sour because, as I mentioned before, my monitor is very dark, and we are underground in the catacombs.
But on the apple butter subject, if you are Amish...
Anyways, returning
really
to
great.
apple butter.
But if you are Amish and you are breaking tradition by actually using a computer at this moment and watching this live stream, let me know exactly how apple butter is made.
The ladder, it's destroyed. They've sealed us in here.
Get ready. They're coming.
All right.
And Sean, I'm giving you about 10 minutes.
10 minutes?
Yeah.
That's all I need to kill Hitler.
And then we move on to our final game in today's not quite marathon.
You give me 10 minutes, I'll kill 10 Hitlers. America! Oh, oh no, none. I didn't say anything about skeleton men, though. Oh no, nards, nards. Oh, they got weird skulls. So these are Hitler's special Nazi ghost division.
Oh my. It's awesome the way the bones fly into the air and
Why
then
won't you
land
die?
with a clatter.
You know what? F that guy. Oh, hello.
Somebody asking us about how we got this to work in 16.9.
We did a mod.
And there's a little mod out there. It's actually pretty easy.
Yeah. I just Googled Return to Castle Wolfenstein widescreen mod, and it's actually, it's pretty simple. You just drop 2 files into the install directory, and you edit a text document and just put like the resolution that you want in there. You don't really have to do much at all. Oh, God. I don't like you. Why are you back? You are not my friend. You're a weird, creepy.
Whoa!
What?
Fish and mailed.
Fish and mailed. Okay.
Somebody's saying do a Diablo marathon, dude. We just did a super long Diablo marathon.
Use my silence gun. Dumb things won't know what hit them. Oh, what's in here, Kevin? Should I just jump down? Is there fall damage in this game? I don't remember. Oh, what? Spikes.
There's spikes. There's definitely damage for that fall.
Here we go.
Hurrah. Take it down.
I'm so good at kicking entire walls. Oh, I need to die. You all dead? All you weird things dead? Okay. So I hit a switch. Now I have to go back through this labyrinth and figure out what door it opened. Maybe it got... Nope, Spike's still there.
Thinking like a gamer, though.
Oh, hello. So...
Other side now. Look down. Make sure the spikes are gone.
Spikes appear to be
Get
gone.
down.
No fall damage.
Hurrah.
Alright. Apparently don't shoot its shield. Shoot it in the skeleton junk. Oh, you're right behind me.
Whoa.
Oh, what?
Ghost, gotta get away from those
ghost skull
skeletons.
killed me.
Yep.
Okay.
I like the comment from Waffle the Bard, which is, I'm not a dentist, but those spikes must be painful.
Alright. Oh no, they keep sneaking up on me. These guys take a lot of bullets.
Yeah, but then they explode in awesomeness.
Alright, 2 hit points. Quick
And
saving
you quick
just now.
saved at 2 hit points.
You know what, Kevin?
You got balls, Sean.
I live dangerously. Oh, God.
You know what I like about the fact that you have 2 hit points right now?
I now have 17 hit points.
But you know what I like about it regardless?
What?
Is that the game doesn't feel the need to fill the screen.
Right.
Saw it coming. Doesn't need to fill the screen with ridiculous blood effects and darken things and make it impossible to see what's going on.
You're right.
You know what's awesome about that? That. Yeah.
That is what is awesome about that. Alright, nope. You guys gotta come to me. Another quick save. I wish I could see anything on this monitor.
Yeah. I just want to point out that Sean's monitor is so dark, even with the brightness turned all the way up, that it's impossible to kind of... But we don't want to turn it up in-game, because then it would look super bright in your stream.
There's just a weird disconnect between what I'm seeing and what's being output. All right, any more? No? None of you Nazi ghosts have any hot meals or anything? Ah, it's a problem with ghosts. They don't eat delicious hot meals.
So it's like, that's because you have a life bar. Duh. That's the point. That was what was pointed out.
Let's talk about the life bar for a second. What you see on the left is not a life bar.
Yep.
That's a stamina bar.
Yep.
My health is the number 17 right now.
Yep.
All right. I'm back up here. Is this where, I suppose this is where I'm supposed to be going if it shot me back up here. Just want to see if there's any health I overlooked.
So given the choice, Sean, would you rather have your screen covered with bullshit when you get close to dying? Or are you okay with actually just having an on-screen indicator telling you how much health you have left?
I mean, I don't mind like the little bit of red in the corners. It's just when the whole screen gets covered in like goopy jelly. Holy God. That's what I don't like. Hey, Ghost. Dirty Nazis. I know your weakness. Shooting you. That is your weakness. Yeah, I mean, I don't mind that too much, but
my favorite is when Call of Duty makes the screen go all red and you can barely see anything, and still tells you in text that you're close to death and you should go find a place to heal up.
But then when you die, it gives you an inspirational quote from Winston Churchill. What's in here? Oh, phew! Regular Nazis. I never thought I'd be so happy to see you. Oh, boo.
You have a certain affection. Okay, one more try, next death.
Okay.
And we move on to Modern Wolfenstein, which will be the final game in our almost but not quite marathon.
Oh,
As it turns out, it's much easier to have a marathon of Zelda games than it is of Wolfenstein games.
My next death is going to be very soon. All right, there we go.
Yeah.
Oh,
so there
boy.
you have it. And I wonder if we can convince... We're stretching. Pardon us for stretching. I guess I should walk over and flip the thing.
Yeah.
I'm going to go over and flip the thing.
I'm going to shoot some more stuff.
Okay, shoot some stuff.
So I'm going to just stab a few Nazis. Oh, no, I didn't get to them.
Oh, I don't know. Dan did something, so my slider wasn't working right. So we should probably get Tom McShay, because I'm going to be taking over. I played the first game in the stream, and I'll be playing the last game in the stream.
Okay.
So I think we will switch. Let's see if we wave to Tom McShay. If he'll come over and provide color commentary, because I don't think... Am I the only person in the office that played New Wolfenstein?
I played a little bit of it.
Did you play a little bit? Okay.
Not much.
Okay. So... I thought I'd invite Tom.
McShay's ready. Okay.
He's like...
I'm going to hop off. Thank you, everybody, for watching. It's been a pleasure.
And you're actually... Well, I guess we can just keep these mics and we'll switch places. Because I'll be sitting there. Unless you want to play Wolfenstein. We should ask Tom McShay to play Wolfenstein for the very first time live on air. After we're going to switch microphones. Sorry, this is the uncomfortable part. Give me a few moments. I have to get into the proper game.
So here we're playing. Nude Wolfenstein.
Nude Wolfenstein. We're playing with the nude patch.
Okay, cool. It's the best way to play first-person shooters.
Absolutely.
So this is the 2009 Raven developed game.
This is the 2009 Raven developed game. Once I get there,
I totally know that game.
waiting for it to come up. All of the, well, not all of them, but most of the games that you see today are available on Steam if you're so inclined to play them. Happy anniversary, 20th anniversary to Wolfenstein 3D, which we covered earlier, thanks to Mr. Chris Waters. Raven, always loved the intro cinematic. Pardon me.
I think people are asking where Sean went. Sean is 30 feet behind me.
He's got work to do.
So he's just chilling there, feet on the table.
So I'm going to start at the beginning. I've got a save game clearly in progress, but I think it's much more fun to watch the opening cinematic.
Okay. Someone's saying that this game isn't on Steam anymore. I don't know if that's true.
Oh, isn't it?
I have no idea. I'm just reporting information that I don't know are facts. I'm like a Twitter journalist who gets information
I've had
on Twitter.
my copy for so long. Let's go ahead and take a look at this.
That dude wanted options first.
General! General, we believe there is a spy aboard. Should we delay the missile launch on London? What? You will not escape that easily. What is that in your pocket? Show me! It's a bomb!
OSA headquarters. This is Agent B.J. Blazkowicz. Wake up the director. Tell him we have to meet as soon as I land.
Something's up. Just saying. Magic, weirdness, Nazis. Not to be confused with the Navi.
Uh-oh.
Agent Blazkowicz, come in.
Your mission on the Tirpitz was a success, BJ. She's at the bottom of the ocean.
Thanks. But I'm more concerned about that medallion I found.
So are we. Dozens of specialists are studying it right now.
What have they found out?
Very little, but enough for us to move forward.
The medallion's a symbol that was used by an obscure clan of mystics. They worship something called the Black Sun.
A medallion
Who they were was
specialist?
lost centuries ago when the group was killed in a cataclysmic event. Then, just a few decades ago, the symbol was adopted by the Thule Society, a German occult group that has a number of high-ranking Nazis among its members.
No doubt some of them are part of the SS Paranormal Division.
They are indeed. But even more intriguing than that are the crystals the medallion contains.
They can only be found at one place on Earth, a city in Germany called Eisenstadt.
We made contact with the resistance fighters of the Kreisau Circle there. They had some very interesting information.
This is General Victor Zeta, a rising star in Himmler's paranormal division. In the last few weeks, he established a large operation in Eisenstadt. But what they're doing there is unknown.
So you think the medallion was the result of Zeta's work?
That's what we need you to find out, Agent Blazkowicz. Your orders are to travel to Eisenstadt, rendezvous with the resistance fighters, and assess the situation.
There's so
Sorry
much
to send you back into the
storytelling.
field so soon, BJ, but you've dealt with this kind of thing before.
We
You're
don't
the
have to.
only man for the
I
job.
know, but
Not a
it's
problem.
good for posterity.
When do I get started?
Also, there's a pet peeve. If you're a developer and you have
Travel arrangements
cutscenes,
already been
please
made.
make the mouse pointer
The
not
best of luck to you,
happen.
Agent Blazkowicz.
Make him pick his
Thank you,
nose.
sir.
Make him pick his nose.
Picking your nose. Stab, 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 stab.
Ah, so this is
So
Half-Life
Half-Life
1.
opening, yes.
Half-Life 2, don't forget, that started on a train as well.
Yes, it did.
Oh, stop it. Stop griefing me. See, there's the tip which is so woefully out of place with the rest of the aesthetic design.
Isn't it kind of amazing when you look at this much more modern game, how good Return to Castle Wolfenstein looked?
What, I wasn't watching you just now. I don't know how that game looked. Did it look good?
Yeah, it looks really good. It really held up well.
Okay. So you can hear like the tap of water on your head, at least on my head because I'm wearing headphones.
Yeah.
Some nice audio stuff going on here.
The game has some good atmosphere in general. It's not the most technologically advanced. It's id tech. See, there's the screen bob that we all just love. I was wondering what's the thought process when you're a developer to make the screen bob that drastic?
I don't know. That's not how I walk in real life.
Yeah, but it is how Chris Waters walks in real life.
Yeah.
You ever seen that guy walk around?
He doesn't walk. He struts.
I have to listen to all this dialogue before I can come over here and pick up my weapons.
Man, within this amount of time in Wolfenstein 3D, you're already killing Nazis.
It's the Navi.
Getting gold.
Grab some weapons from this table and fall in. Oh, once you're in town, you can get.
You are turning off the screen bob, right?
We'll see how it goes on default.
Good, my friend. Now come.
It only really happens when you sprint.
Wait long.
Here comes a patrol.
Return to castle, dizzy McMotion sickness. That is a true statement. So, for people who are just tuning in, this is Video Game History Month. Amazing Video Game History Month.
Yeah,
and we are doing a marathon of the Wolfenstein franchise because it's the 20th anniversary of Wolfenstein 3D.
Really?
We started with the 31-year-old Castle Wolfenstein, and we've gone through to Wolfenstein, which is the most recent game in the series.
That's what we're looking at now.
So you can join us on GameSpot, Twitch TV, other places on the internet maybe. I don't know. There might be someone bootlegging our stream. You can follow us on Twitch. You can follow us on Twitter. Now we're going to get back to the fun. So you're shooting Nazis. That's what the story was saying? Something about shooting Nazis?
It's pretty much the story at this point is shoot the Nazis.
Okay. I appreciate tutorials, but do you really need to be told how to fire your gun?
Yes.
Oh wow, someone's pointing out that Doom is 20 next year. I sense a marathon for next year. So this is, it's really night and day since from Wolfenstein 3D to this, isn't it? Like, this is just modern with a capital M.
Yeah, totally. I'm aiming down the sights for the first time in the series. Well, not the first time, but for just a standard gun.
Yeah. It's got regenerating health.
It's got regenerating health.
It's got like these sections where you stand still and fire straight ahead, which is a very modern way of making shooters.
I can run around. I don't have to peer through the sights, but when you've got enemies
that are
designed, that far away,
it's designed for you to just like stand still and shoot a gun. And so, Wolfenstein 3D is a little different than that, a little more mobile. It has the screen going red when you get shot,
which we all know and love.
Yeah, so it's interesting just going through the whole history of the franchise to see how different shooters have been, because Wolfenstein 3D is the first, and this is basically a culmination of where shooters have gone. So I don't know. I find it very interesting.
Yeah, you definitely see the history of shooters through this one franchise.
Someone's asking how we like working at GameSpot.
I hate it, especially because Tom McShay sits right across from me.
Whoa. It's pretty good. Sometimes I have to review games that are really bad, and that makes me frustrated, but it's pretty awesome. Next week will be particularly fun for us because it's E3, so that means like 12, 14, 16-hour work days. But that's always a good time.
Take cover! It's going to blow!
I'm taking cover, it's going to blow.
Someone is pointing out that it must suck to play games for a living. It is still a job, but yeah, it's a pretty sweet job.
Yeah, we can. To give you an idea, I was up until 4 a.m. last night, writing Dragon's Dogma review and preparing for this, and so yeah, get out of my way.
So someone's asking, what is the worst game that you've reviewed?
Oh God. that Revelations 2012 game that I just reviewed.
Yeah, that was pretty bad. You also had
Stalin vs. Martians.
And
Rogue Warrior was certainly up there.
Anubis.
Anubis 2, which was the same game as Ninja Bread Man.
Yeah. I think mine, I reviewed Thor last year based on the Blockbuster movie. Sonic Unleashed a few years ago. And then like early in my time here, I reviewed like really like shovelware for the Wii. It was like Emergency Mayhem or something. But that doesn't even count.
Right.
So yeah, we've reviewed some bad games. We've reviewed some good games. We've both given 10s to games.
Yeah, we both given 110 each.
Yeah.
Which means we're in GameSpot history since there's only 8 games that have received 10s in GameSpot history.
Something like that.
Super Mario Galaxy 2 for you, Metal Gear Solid 4 for me.
So one of the commenters says he loves the bolt gun action. That's the gun you had those reloading animations, right?
Right.
So what makes that good and fun as someone who doesn't like bolt guns and doesn't really
It's
understand
powerful.
Okay.
So this one here, like the Car 98, it's powerful if you land your shot properly.
So it's like a shotgun, but almost like a slower shotgun?
It's a rifle.
It's like, I don't know. I like shotguns in games. I guess like the constant reloading of bolt guns has always annoyed me.
Well, shotguns can feel super powerful because you're so up close to your enemy.
Yeah. It doesn't have the range of that. Someone else is asking what games we're looking forward to this year.
I was just told that
None. I don't look forward to games. I hate them all.
It's tough because a lot of the big ones have been pushed. Because like right away I would have been like, well, Tomb Raider and Bioshock, of course. But those
Tomb Raider and Bioshock are definitely good games to look forward to. I'm super looking forward to Arma 3. Dark Souls is coming out on PC.
You're mentioning Dark? Okay. Okay. It'll be great. Bold prediction. I think for me, my most wanted game is The Witness. So I'm not positive The Witness is coming out this year.
That's the game coming from Braid creator Jonathan Blow?
Yes. I know next to nothing about it, but I know Braid is incredible, and that's enough for me.
It's funny, the ones, I mean, once E3 hits, I'm gonna be better, like, kind of understand where things are. I'm looking forward to Anarchy Reigns, anything from Platinum. Anarchy Reigns, I'm looking forward to, what else? Ni no Kuni, which is that RPG being co-produced by Studio Ghibli, pardon me.
Yeah, someone mentioned Last of Us, which is like, it's one of those made-for-Tom type games. Like, you know, Uncharted with some hints of enslaved.
Oh, hi.
Looks pretty good. Obviously, Metal Gear Rising. This will be a pretty good year. Anything for the Wii U, I'm looking forward to. Yeah, a lot of people are bringing up how similar this game looks to Call of Duty.
Yeah, there's no...
Modern Warfare came out, what, about 22 months before this? So, there you go. It's the same company. Raven's very talented developer, but, you know, I'm sure they were influenced by Modern Warfare, and you can see that in spades throughout this game.
Everyone move! Flanks a gun nest! Keep us pinned down!
Someone asked what my favorite indie game is. If Braid is considered indie, then it would be Braid. I don't even know what Kevin's favorite indie game is. Frozen Synapse? What is your favorite?
My favorite indie game?
It's tough. There's a lot of good ones.
It's hard to talk and shoot sometimes.
Sorry.
I'm trying. I don't know what my favorite indie game is. I mean, I don't even think of games in those terms a lot of the time.
It's hard because what makes a game indie? I don't know.
Keep it up, BJ.
But I mean, I love smaller games. I love, you know, 2- and 3-man teams making these games. Terraria is my favorite game last year, so I'm always excited to see what these can do. At E3 this year, we'll see the Unfinished Swan for the PS3.
Yeah. Okay, here's a surprise. The train blows up, and suddenly you have some shit's going down. What is all this blue stuff, you're asking yourself? Why is it that everybody was able to float? What's that medallion have to do with anything?
Is it ectoplasm?
It is ectoplasm, yes. The Ghostbusters show up shortly.
Ooh.
Making sure I'm...
Is this the first Wolfenstein that's like heavy with the supernatural stuff?
No. The Return to Castle Wolfenstein was...
Okay.
Was the progenitor of that. It's supposed to blow something up. Completely...
Someone's asking if we're going to show multiplayer. I don't think we're doing multiplayer for this. It's just going to be the single player.
I could, like... Wouldn't make any sense, though.
You could, but we won't.
I could, but we won't.
And to weigh in on your apple butter discussion that I heard from before, apple butter's delicious.
I do like apple butter, but it does remind me of... Oh, I'm in the fire. Get out of the fire. But it does remind me of old people. Because my grandmother... So now I am floating through the air. I know he's still alive because their guns will fire willy-nilly. But what is going on?
Oh, wow. So dudes are floating and you're still shooting them? Come on, Captain. That's just
because when they come down, they'll shoot me back.
That is inhumane.
Possibly. Called a preemptive strike. I'm sure you've heard of it. Hard to see where everything's coming from. You don't see it yet, but there are some really gruesome kills, like a lot of blood. You can also throw grenades back.
Giancarlo just asked if this is the Grab by the Ghoulies marathon. Unfortunately not.
Next week.
Next week, we might do that one. There's a chance I'm the only one in the office who's actually like played through that whole game.
The game's like super hard, right?
No. The end boss is tough. It's not.
Okay, that's not the same game I was thinking of then. That's too many G's, like Ghosts and Goblins. That's the hard one.
Yeah, Grab by the Ghoulies is Rare's first game for Microsoft.
At the train station, I made contact with Eric Engel of the Crisis.
Okay, whatever, BJ.
Unfortunately, there's a mole somewhere.
I really wanted to hear some of the...
I was sent by the Kreisau Circle
We gotta listen to the
familiarize you with
accents.
city.
It's
Here's
important.
a map of the Midtown section of Eisenstadt.
So this is different. We've got basically a hub world. It's sort of an open world, but not really set up, where you have this hub city, and then you reach missions and mission objectives. And you've got the black market,
During your missions, note
where you
anything
can
unusual so that you can brief us
upgrade
later.
weapons.
And please gather any intelligence documents that you find, such as maps, orders, or blueprints. The black market operates in secret locations across the city. I have marked some of them on your map. Go there to purchase ammunition and upgrade your weapons. You will find your journal to be an invaluable tool. Consult it often. No doubt you need to resupply after that battle at the train station.
No doubt.
Follow me to a black market hideout that's close by.
And this is where the game
I'll
gets
take you to meet Caroline.
a little boring, and we get to meet Caroline.
Do you have a save from later in the game?
What's that?
Do you have a save from later in the game you could jump to?
No, because I started from
The
scratch.
black market hideout is through that door. Go in and talk to the vendor. Then I will take you to the Kreisau Circle safe house.
Yes, sir. Boom.
You look like an American.
Whoa, someone in the comments just mentioned Blake Stone. That guy's awesome. I don't know if he was here when I was talking about Blake Stone. I have fond memories of that game. It's pretty awesome.
Thought to steal weapons off of Vantry. Would you like to make a purchase?
That's creepy. But anyway, this is where I can actually make a purchase. I'll make a purchase of a silencer, my MP40.
Come again. Bring more money.
Sehr good. Follow me. I will take you to the Kreisau Circle safe house. Caroline is waiting to meet you.
Caroline.
Come on, Agent Blazkowicz. Let us go to the Kreisau Circle safe house.
Let us go. And then you see, I don't know if you can see this in the stream all that well, but you see this really weird shimmer. Gosh, I wonder what that is. You'll discover soon enough. So I could have shot them if I wanted to.
Let's go, Agent Blazkowicz. Caroline is waiting for you.
But I didn't because Caroline is waiting for me. Who is Caroline?
Have trouble finding us?
No, the waypoint got me there.
One man? His allies sent one man to...
You want to talk about vulnerabilities? I think Anton and Stefan could be dangerous.
The Black Market brothers? They won't bite the hand that feeds them.
Then let's hope the Nazis don't start feeding them better.
That's what all Germans sound like.
BJ, this is Caroline Becker. She leads the Kreisau Circle.
Agent Blazkowicz, the Kreisau Circle thanks you for your assistance at the train station. But we can't help you here. We're busy as it is freeing Eisenstadt.
Oh, he won't need our help, Caroline. I've seen him in battle. I think he could be a strong ally.
I'll be the judge of that. If it's true your target is General Zeta, we last
By the
spotted
way,
him at an archaeological
when I said
pit
hum,
just
I wonder what
outside
that
of
shimmer
town.
is. I know what the shimmer is.
You reviewed the game.
I'm speaking specifically to this is what,
It's a waste of time.
you
You'll
know,
be
if you're the
shot on
player
sight.
playing it for the first time, you see that, I think, oh, I wonder what that
I've
shimmer
marked your
means.
map with its location.
And so there you go. I press tab, I opened my menu. I can't shoot in here, so we don't come across any Sean type. Hey, I'm gonna shoot this guy and fail
Have
the
you
mission.
met Caroline Becker, our commander? Impressive woman, and not just to look at. Her brains and leadership.
Okay,
Try
you
not
freak
to
me
get
out.
lost.
Follow me, Agent Blazkowicz. I'll take you to a truck that's headed to the dig site.
Somebody just said American Dad is awesome in the chat. Yes, it is. I couldn't agree with you more.
Quiet. There's a patrol coming this
More
way.
shimmer. What's it shimmering for? Clue. I actually know.
Are we gonna find out in this marathon?
Yes.
Okay.
Another sad thing, unlike what Wolfenstein, let's say you want to press Q to lean out. No, that's a weapon changing button.
Get caught in the crossfire! I'm trapped here! I've been shot! We can win this!
I'm a very good shot. Okay, I'm not such a good shot that time. Damn! Showing off just how bad I am. That's alright. I like the more direct approach anyway. That's what I'm talking about. The supernatural stuff comes. I saw blood fly. I don't think I'm getting him. There we go. Saw this helmet fly. I'll just stay here. The AI doesn't seem particularly concerned on being aggressive. Kind of like me. I'm sort of just playing by their rules.
Yeah, just storm the building.
Yeah?
Yeah, that'd be a lot more fun.
I like that animation of the drawers opening and the stuff inside. More intel, maybe?
I was hoping it was a bratwurst to call out to the original game of the franchise.
Sauerkraut. This is awful.
Yeah. So, I mean, yeah. I mean, this is a game where you gotta be aggressive. You don't just stand still, right?
Well, it just depends on the weapon you have and how you want to play. You can stand still.
I guess.
And just shoot. This is not Dupree, though. You can easily find yourself in a situation like that.
Ah.
You do get tools to be more aggressive, though, later. It's like, not so brave now, are you? What do you mean? I'll wait into the fray. Surrender and I'll make your death quick. He may have missed his line.
Grenade out! Maintain fire!
I'm going to go out on a limb and say that Return to Castle Wolfenstein is a better game. For several reasons.
What are the reasons?
Oh, too many to count.
Wow. Higher than 10 then?
It focuses on the shooting.
Shooting is a good thing to focus on a shooter.
Yeah.
What does this focus on?
Well, it focuses on the shooting, but the pace is a lot more choppy, and it gets very gimmicky very soon.
Okay.
Not that this is a bad thing. I think Wolfenstein is a really good game. It's just it's hard to follow up a classic.
And you think the predecessor was a classic?
Yes.
Okay.
Please, get me out of here. The Nazis are going to kill me.
How do you know I'm not a Nazi?
You're BJ Blazkowicz. I know all about you and your mission.
Who are you, kid?
My name is Sergei Kovlov of the Golden Dawn. We are a group of scholars who study the occult. I came here to retrieve an artifact, but the Nazis
There's always an
captured me.
artifact involved.
They tortured me. I broke down. I told them where the Thule medallion is.
The Thule medallion?
It's a very valuable artifact that's located.
Shut up. Okay, there's an artifact.
Where is it? Is it in the room?
That's not in the room, but there is stuff to find. So you can do that.
Oh God, that was a painful way to bend backwards.
I'm hoping maybe I can get them close to the barrel. Oh, looks like they. Yes, I am reloading. It's nice of you to notice. I really sucked up the beginning of this pretty bad. That's all right. I'm not here to show off how great I am, just to have some fun. Hello. He's very upset now. He's just there for an artifact.
Stop him! Move out! Heads up! Heads up! This way! Move up! I need suppressing fire!
Apparently gas does not explode when shot. Movies and video games have lied to me for years.
Ugh, I'm so bad right now.
I'm really happy it said that you're wounded, get to cover, because the red screen would clearly couldn't communicate that well enough.
Oh, it's one of my big pet peeves.
So talking about Captain America in the chat, Captain America was actually a pretty decent game. I think I gave it a 6. It's kind of like it's similar combat to Batman, so it was okay. Like, that's not a terrible licensed game. But yeah, this is a little different, even if it has Nazis in it. Uh-oh. Ah.
Something's going on up there that's creepy. Whoa! Oh, I didn't even see there was a grenade, wasn't there? And I didn't even see it.
Ooh, someone's asking if we're going to review the Harley Quinn DLC. Are we
Yes, we are.
Carolyn Pettit is working on that now, I think. There you go.
She should be having both that and Gravity Rush soon. I think Dragon's Dogma should be today.
Yeah. Someone's just lambasting movie games in general.
Did you ever play Chronicles of Riddick? That wasn't specifically based on the movie, but
yeah,
they don't have to be bad anymore.
And the GoldenEye game that was on Wii and then ported to the 360 PS3, that game is really good. Like, shockingly awesome. There's still some good ones out there. But yeah, generally speaking, avoid the licensed games. I actually like Game of Thrones a lot, even though it seems like a lot of people did not like that game.
Okay, what is this all about? Ooh, that looks familiar.
It's the thing. Pick it up. Ah, it's a cutscene.
Isn't it amazing how the cutscenes look worse than the gameplay?
It's weird. Why is it so washed out?
Give it to me.
It's just pre-rendered. It's rendered so that it runs well on consoles.
Not until I know more
as well,
about the
but
Golden Dawn.
when you take away the good resolution,
Very well.
it stands
It
out.
seems I have no choice. Here, with this, you can save us both.
I've seen something like this before.
The Game of Thrones RPG is pretty good. I didn't play the RTS at all.
Agent Blaskowitz.
That game was pretty mediocre.
Yeah, I heard the RTS isn't very good. If you like the Game of Thrones storytelling, then the RPG does a good job of that.
Okay, so here we have the major mechanic here that this game introduces. This is the Veil, so now you are essentially in
You can go
another
in and out of the Veil anytime,
dimension.
but you have a limited energy, so use it wisely. Now, re-enter the Veil and look for a glowing pool of light.
Okay, so that's what those pools of lights are.
Step into the pool and recharge your
So
medallion.
you see this pool of light here. I can step in there and recharge.
While in the Veil,
recharge what?
watch for
The
creatures
Veil.
called
I have
ghasts.
Veil energy down on the
Some
bottom
can
left of my
become angry
screen.
and attack.
Okay, so what
Behind me
happens
is
when
a
you go in the
message
Veil?
covered by a veil door. Solid matter that
You can
disappears
see
in the
these
Veil.
creatures
The Nazis have learned
that
how to
you
create these
that
doors,
can get
but
aggressive.
You can identify them by the ancient symbol.
But more
Take
importantly,
that passage and find the Nachtstone crystal hidden in the temple. With it, you will be able to use the medallion as a weapon. Additional crystals will
see
give you
that?
additional abilities.
When you see certain walls
I'm telling
that
you this
have
because
that
the Nazis
particular
spoke of an
symbol on
ancient
them,
portal they had
you're actually able to
recently
walk through
excavated.
them as long as you're
You
inside
must
the
use the
Veil.
medallion and
Okay.
stop them. Meet me later
Kind
at
of a
the
weird
Golden Dawn
gimmick.
safe house in Eisenstadt. The location is
It's
marked
where it
on your map.
begins, but very quickly it
Best of luck,
introduces
you
gimmick
Agent
number
Blaskowitz.
2 with the Veil. So the Veil is the overall gimmick, but then it's used in 4 different ways. So there you go. So we'll load up on Veil. And there you have it. So that's what happens if you're inside a wall when you
you get stuck in the
unveil.
wall.
Yeah, totally. It's kind of awesome, right?
Yeah.
But you move faster when you're in the Veil, so you have a little bit of... You can see enemies better. And you can escape, if need be. That's not a dude's head, that's a light.
Keep moving!
So in a sense, like this game sometimes even has you more often moving back so that you can get Veil energy when you need it.
Hands up! Take cover!
Aha. Did I miss anything over here?
Why doesn't that guy die?
Because he's shielded. I'm hoping he'll come out and I'll get to blow him up with that, but I don't think that's going to happen. Oh, hi. So, This can be a little annoying when you first... When that happens. I knew that was going to happen, and I can avoid it, but I wanted to show it because...
Oh, okay.
Okay, so now you learn your first power, your first veil power, which is Mire. This is essentially bullet time. And you're like, huh, that's interesting, except... Boom! Nobody wants that to happen, right? So I can activate Mire and sprint through without taking damage. Like so. Now comes... Oops, my maneuvers weren't so maneuverable. But that's alright, I got through. And then you also learn that going into the Veil might reveal ladders. Like so. And then, of course, there you go.
Fancy.
Of course, slow motion is more helpful than just, because it's cool. It can also be helpful during dramatic moments like that. Let's listen to a crazy accent, shall we? This is always a crazy accent.
I don't need to remind you how important the Thule device is to my research. I demand that your excavation team take the utmost care in dismantling it. And I would recommend you take very thorough notes so that it can be reassembled at the new location. Any failure...
Okay, enough.
That guy sounds as evil as the Nazis. Why did they get a mean voice actor to be the good guy?
Who said he was the good guy?
Is he a good guy?
I'm just saying pay attention to all this exposition.
Well, we only have like 14 minutes left. What if you just tell me if he was good or bad?
He's a bad guy.
Ah, so I totally used like whale technology to know if something is good or bad. So that's how whales do it and dolphins.
With vocal inflection?
Vocal inflection, there you go. No one's asking, we're not in Los Angeles right now, we're still in San Francisco. We are not going down until, well, I don't know, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, depending who you ask.
Oh, hello. Oh, I missed it. I was hoping to make him fly in the air, because that's always fun.
We're doing a lot of live stuff at E3, aren't we? Some video stuff?
Yeah.
Like one or 200 hours, something like that?
Yeah, there's a lot coming. We've got so much awesome stuff on the show.
Well, I know for sure.
2 stages. There's so much, there's 2 stages.
Well, like we usually have like a live show that goes from the opening of the show to the end, which is what, 10 to 6 roughly. It changes each day. And we still have that, and that's where you're going to get stuff like Assassin's Creed 3 and all these other games you know about and some you don't, where we have the developers on and Chris Waters or whoever's hosting will talk about them and show it off. So we still have that, and it's going to be, I don't know, like 1 million hours of that. I don't really know how Chris does it, but staying focused for 8+ hours a day. So we have that, and then we have a second stage where we have more off-the-cuff stuff. We'll bring in some other people to talk with us who may or may not even be involved with games. So we have a ton of live stuff. I don't even... Oh yeah, we have the 2 live cam guys walking around. I don't know. This is like such a crazy amount of coverage we're bringing this year. It's almost exhausting even to talk about it. So yeah, it won't be anything like this, but it'll be very video gamey and live, and we'll be slap happy and tired, so you're gonna get some weird comments, I guarantee that.
What? Yeah, why not? Do that. I like your first suggestion.
Ooh, someone's asking if E3 is fun. E3 is...
It depends on who you ask.
Yeah. I mean, it's exhausting, but I usually have a good time because it's, you know, things are more fun when you're exhausted with other people who are doing the same stuff as you. I don't know. I like it. I love the press conferences. That's always my favorite part.
I like when you find out about new games that you didn't know about before.
Yeah. Or you find out that your favorite developer is relegated to making Kinect Sports sequels until the end of time. That's always fun. Those tips are like the most obtrusive tips I can think of in a game.
This is why tips should always be able to be turned off. Thankfully, I can think of few games in which this is unhelpful now.
Yeah. So, I mean, I don't know if I've played this game. I don't remember playing this, but now I've seen an hour of it. This game doesn't hold up as well as Wolfenstein 3D. Like, it almost feels more archaic from a design standpoint at this point. I don't know. It's so limiting and restrictive and focused and narrow that it almost feels claustrophobic. I don't know if you feel the same way.
No. Well, I mean, obviously from certain perspectives, you know, it's newer than Duke. I don't know why I said that. It's newer than, you know, than its predecessor.
Yeah. I don't know. So yeah, someone's been asking. We did Wolfenstein 3D. We started that about a half hour into the show today. So you can, I mean, this will all be archived. You can go back and rewind it. So yeah, Chris Waters joined us with that, which was a lot of fun. I was surprised how good that game looks and how well it holds up. So yeah, that was a lot of fun. We started off with like the original Wolfenstein from 1981. I guess it was a port.
It's 1981, but it was a 1983 port to Commodore 64.
That game is a stealth action game with a top-down view that's way different and pretty cool, actually. So, yeah, I mean, this has been a pretty interesting...
It's been a really great day through gaming history because we saw... Well, it's great to see like where shooters started and then where they've kind of come, because even though this game has the gimmick of the veil, it's still very much in the modern vein of shooters, where things are relatively linear and... You know, everything's got iron sights and...
On a tip from the Kreisau Circle, I went to...
I'm not interested in any of that.
Yeah, it just has been very interesting because Wolfenstein 3 is the first, and this is like a very modern shooter. So I mean, people are asking like, what do we like more, like the linear, structured corridor shooters, or the more open, give you breathing room ones?
Right.
I mean, it's clear from the way I'm speaking that I prefer the breathing room ones.
Well, this game does try to do a little bit of both. I mean, we talked about the linearity. I love how doors will close automatically on it.
Yeah.
But to be fair, this game does have this more open kind of overworld thing going on, and that is at least a valiant attempt to do something interesting.
Yeah, that's true.
I appreciate this game sometimes more from an idea perspective than I do from the game, the playing it perspective, if that makes any sense.
Yeah, I get that.
I have frequent arguments over this game and Singularity with Arthur Gies, who's now...
He's at Polygon.
At Polygon.
Yeah. Someone asked, I mean, Crysis is an open world game.
Yeah, this is, well, relatively speaking, yeah.
Yeah.
This is not. But it does have a large hub area in which you shoot and so on. Shoot and so on, as if you would be doing anything else.
And what are you doing here? Get out of here, I'll kill you, I swear.
Uh-oh, crazy guy. Shoot him.
I don't want to shoot, but I will. Go away.
He's all talk.
Why won't you go away?
Ah, boo! You should be able to shoot the man.
I was really hoping for a Sean McInnes moment.
Oh, yeah. So Giancarlo does walk behind us occasionally.
Hi, Giancarlo.
I don't know where he is, but
Where'd he
someone
go?
asked in the comments.
Oh.
Also, I mean, someone mentioned like they want to see some retro
I thought he
gaming.
was here.
We did have retro gaming earlier, but I mean, Carolyn Pettit, like that's kind of her thing. She loves retro gaming. She does it all the time. She has like an NES emulator on her desk, kind of this weird system that
She's got this weird system that plays
Nintendo.
NES, Super Nintendo, Genesis.
Yeah, but she's been playing games like Go-Go 13 and Strider, and she'll comment on them. And yeah, I mean,
I'm sorry, but it's Gulag 13.
It's not Gulag 13. It was awesome. But yeah, we do some retro stuff. We're going to do some more retro stuff in the future. I think that, that personally, I could speak for myself. I love the old school stuff, and I know a lot of people in the office do.
It's time for a Paradroid marathon.
Yeah, you and Justin would do that, Justin Calvert.
Oh my God, we only have like 5 more minutes of this.
Yeah, it's almost over.
Jeez, it's amazing how this game is paced so differently.
Yeah.
From the previous games. Hi, Carolyn. Love your hair. How much Aquanet did that take?
Caroline, the team is meeting heavy resistance as they move in on the church.
Thanks, Hans.
All right, Blazkowicz. We've been watching the Nazis construct some strange device in an abandoned church. They sent an attack team, but they could use your help. I marked the location on the map. Be careful out there.
Yeah, this was Nazi-era Hillary Clinton, apparently, as someone points out in the comments.
Yeah, I get that.
Someone else in the comments is ashamed that they never played a Wolfenstein game.
There's no shame in never having played a game, even if it's awesome.
No, I mean,
there's so many awesome games out there.
I would recommend downloading Wolfenstein 3D from Steam or wherever, probably Steam. It's really good and holds up, and it's if you're interested in the history at all, like Wolfenstein is pretty awesome way to be introduced to it.
Yeah, and the thing is, this might have the gimmicks. Did I just kill teammates? I totally did. Oh, no I didn't.
Oh my God.
You're him, aren't you? You're BJ Blazkowicz.
Oh yeah, no, I was good. I did right. He was just. I was paying no attention to what was going on.
Wow, some other dude has never played Final Fantasy or Zelda.
Is that Chris Waters? Who's never played a Final Fantasy game before? He has admitted to such.
We all have our blind spots. My blind spots are usually PC stuff, since I didn't have a good PC until recently. Your blind spots are some Nintendo stuff you don't know.
Yeah,
as well.
some older Nintendo stuff is really tough for me, simply because I was a PC gamer for the longest time.
Yeah.
And so I skipped entire console generations. I mean, I eventually caught up, but on some of it anyway. But there are times where you talk about games that really are classics that I'm familiar with, but haven't really played much of or played at all.
Yeah, it's tough to play everything. And, you know, I played most things. You played most things, but yeah, we're always gonna have that one like I didn't play that game.
Looking for a. Here's a shimmer.
Some other guy has never played Battlefield or Call of Duty. I say, good job, sir. Continue doing that. I have played some Call of Duty, and I will not go back to that franchise.
I think Call of Duty is exceptionally exciting to play. The thing is, then I forget it when it's done.
I did enjoy the first Bad Company. I thought that was pretty fun.
I thought Bad Company 2 was rad, and I played. You know, here's
very different types of games. Bad Company 1 and 2.
Here's a thing though. Like I loved Bad Company 2, and I played the shit out of Battlefield 2. It's probably besides Half-Life 2 Deathmatch my most played multiplayer shooter of all time.
Yep. And
the only thing I've played in Battlefield 3 is that awful campaign, which I really, really hated. And what time is it? It's like 2:59. It is
2:59.
time.
So I guess we should wrap up. I guess we ended up with a bang, with a loading screen and a door, a close up of a door. But so May was and it still is Video Game History Month.
It still is.
So the last 5 weeks we've done marathons. We did Street Fighter, we did Fallout, we did Metal Gear, we did Zelda, and Wolfenstein is the last one we're doing. So I hope you enjoyed all of these things. You can go back in our archives if you missed them.
Yeah.
No, they're good. Some of them are better than others.
I'm just teasing. Of course, absolutely. It was all great. We've had a great time.
We're
getting a slow clap behind us.
Yes. So yeah, tune in. We'll do more marathons, more live streams, tons of coverage next week at E3.
And follow us on Twitter. It's at GameSpot. It's the easiest way to know when stuff's going on sometimes, and because we'll let you know. We'll tweet it right there and then.
Yeah. So yeah.
So thanks for joining us. I'm Kevin Van Horde. Tom McShay. Thanks to Chris Waters and Sean McInnes.
And everybody at GameSpot.
Everyone behind us.
Who applauded us.
Dan Mboriker, who was Dan Smith. Our very own Dan Mboriker, who made this super easy. Frank Adams, who also connected all these things and made it work. So thanks, and we'll see you next week for E3.
Yes.